Welcome to tonight's episode of Storm King's Thunder, where me and a bunch of my nerdy-ass friends get together, and we like to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight, we are on session 42 of our campaign. Yeah, there we go.
Love the hood.
Where we last left off, the Lords of Nightstone had just had just broken the pact that Gideon had needed to fulfill as part of his debt to the Winter Queen, where he had slain Gul'bran. Thankfully, Bergen was able to pick Gul'bran up without too much hassle, and the party quickly picked up Gideon as well, but having been slain by Azazel and pierced with the Devil's Dance Rapier, Bergen was unable to remove it from Gideon, and instead Davos had to be the one to pull the blade from him. And found he could not let it go until Bergen later broke the curse that was upon him. Gul'bran likewise left his scythe in the Feywild, unattuned to it at his passing, but upon waking the next day found it to be right there with him, eerily stalking him. Our party made their way through their trauma with Gideon and working through what exactly had happened, how long he had been gone, why it had seemed like so much longer for him, as he had primarily been residing within Azazel's particular domicile within the Winter Wilds, an area that Azazel chose to make time move as slow as possible so that he could enjoy his time in the Feywild longer before having to return to the Hells. The party was able to fulfill their obligation to the Autumn Queen, slaying Urza, he who bears, and upon doing such, getting a free ride back with their newfound accomplices. The Autumn Queen did also bless you guys with a fake horn upon exchange of information on the Fey portals, telling you that the fake horn could be used to seal off some of the rifts that had been appearing, providing, adding to the blanket of protection, and would in the long term grow to cover a very large area. You guys made it back to Nightstone, much to everyone's surprise. Most of you had been gone for at least a couple of weeks, I think, while our three frog fighters had been gone several months, as y'all had spent several nights within the Feywild. Once you guys sort of got your bearings back, you were met by Daphne and many of the locals who were more than happy to fill you in on things that had happened since you had gone. Notably, that the dwarves of Gauntlgrim had agreed to make an alliance with you and aid you in battle should you need it in the future. They also told you that the red dragon Malthazar that had been fighting the Vonendod while you guys were in the midst of the den had been found without its head, decapitated by something. Osvius had researched Bane, Darkwind, and able to find out an exact identity, Rivara, this person being a particularly ruthless commander for the Zentara military forces. The town itself had grown exponentially, with buildings being added not only that you had requested, like the Ranger's Lodge and the Rogue's Tavern, but also homes and farms to compensate for the massive influx of people that you guys have acquired in what is really a relatively short period of time. We're only about 7 months from where we started. You guys were able to send off some of the Uthgard barbarians and Safine to return the fake horn and fire opal necklace to 2 locations that you picked. You had found that some of the Uthgard that you had encountered along your way had come to visit you. Seeing your growing influence and being able to take down the rat, Nim, one particular one, a black lion Uthgard named Rancor, had decided to join your cause. Sadiri had notified you that the town and your troops were well underway improving your defenses, and thanks to your improvements at the barracks and blacksmith, were getting stronger every day. I think that's the most important stuff. Oh, Z also had a bit of a seance after meeting Tabitha and Orin, who were brought to Nightstone by Safine. Tabitha was able to tell Z that he had some specters sort of lurking within him, was able to bring them forth to have him discuss the nature of their symbiotic relationship, I suppose. Finding out that each of them were members of his tribe that had been slain in an attack by the Grey Wolf Uthgard. Upon coming to some sort of peace, found that these spirits were the reason that he had gained his powers to begin with. They had sort of added their powers to his to make him a more capable foe. Guys had some spoopy dreams. The most notable, perhaps, Davos flying with Helena on spot, as you had dreamed of before, a very comforting memory, until a dark figure had sort of emerged and threatened to knock you two out of the sky, until the rapier, Azazel's rapier, had pierced through it. You guys had sold the rapier to Safine for a handsome sum of money, and that, I think, is where we left off, my good dudes. With that, anything I missed, forgot, or any snide remarks you want to add?
Fuck you.
Thank you. That's what I needed. Perfect.
Second
Motion passed. Motion fucked.
Fuck you. Thank you for tonight's session. Anyway.
With that, my guys, we are going to go ahead and dive in. I'm going to drop a quick picture into your chat, just so y'all can see.
I'm ready. So, I also want to reiterate, for my own comprehension, I guess, the party does not know anything about Z's seance. We didn't witness that. Is that correct?
Did not witness, correct. I do not know if he would have shared.
Yeah. What can we? Well, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say we can say we don't know because I want to ask you about it for roleplay stuff.
Interesting.
forgot.
I would say that in order to initiate, you might have heard some talk. This was not done in private necessarily. Was done within one of the graveyards that, while not the center of town, is near some of the homes. And chatter amongst town may have brought it to your attention that there was some type of communing with the spirits.
I'll put that on.
But yeah, he should. I'm hoping should be joining us a little later into the session. All right. Friendly reminder to everyone that has a weapon with charges. So Barb, your bow, Devin, your scythe. All of those charges should be back. It's been enough days to where you guys can say that even without having to roll the exact number, that you regained all of your charges for those items.
Stupid fucking sites.
Yes. All right. Up in the crow's nest, your spotter, Kaya, whistles down as she points off the starboard bow. Captain Jajin takes a glimpse with his spyglass before smiling and passing it to you all. And in the distance, many miles away, built into the cloud tops and drifting perhaps a mile above the earth below, you see the cloud giant castle of Linarmal, which Zephyros had spoken of previously, and that you've seen once before during your flying lesson with Zane and Godric. Striking alabaster stone makes up its sturdy walls, blue slate are its roofs, and clinging to the skyborn palace is a surprising amount of greenery. Even from this distance, you see gardens and rich ivy that cover much of the structure. You also see the shapes of winged figures, some humanoid, others quadrupedal, that are flying about the towers. And every few minutes as you approach, you hear the screaming, the absolute anguish of what Ark has deduced as the cries of torment from a dragon, which is audible for miles, absolutely thunderous in volume.
The fuck is that? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was just kind of be funny. The fuck is that? Like, you know, if it's really, well, even before they see it, if they can hear that, the fuck is that?
Are you asking anyone in particular, or?
No, I figure he just says it aloud.
Sounds like a dragon.
Good guess.
Dragon. Oh shit.
Yeah. Is Tajin around?
Captain Tajin is. He will furrow his brow and, yes, I do believe that he is correct. It does sound like the cries of a dragon. Impossible to say what kind and their alignment or intent, but knowing the Countess's wicked ways, I can only express pity for the creature. I hope that if it is good aligned, at least, that you can free it from its torment.
Oh, boys. Once they get close enough, Golrun wants to not like round everybody up, but he wants to, particularly the frog fighters, He wants to say, "Well's your hears. So you might want to know that So there's a really big rocks that we needs out of this fucking castles. It's probably more important than at least one of our lives. And that's the only reason we're going into this God's Forsaken Castles anyways. There's a lot of shits going on, but...
That's not true. There's one more thing you're seeking.
Oh, well, that's true. Oh, yeah. If you seize, he gives him a description. What essentially the magic conch from SpongeBob is the quickest metaphor I have for it.
Yeah.
He describes this to you guys. It does not have a pull cord in it. Just going to put that out there now. It is a real sea conch, but he describes this to you guys and tells you that this might be worth more than the Nightstone. We have to get this somehow. And then he gives them a very general, like he's teaching younger tribe members about something they never have fought before, but like giant themed. They're really bigs. They can reach you from really far. And he gives them a whole spiel about be fucking careful with the giants.
Oh, yeah. They're strong. Some of them are rather smart. Some of them have access to magic. Some of them are very strong martially. And I'll say that Bergen will sort of throw in some details that... Oh, okay, so, like, the basic rundown is the giants are going fucking crazy, like, all over the place. Fire giants, the storm giants, the frost giants, all of them are just going fucking nuts. And the reason why is that their god sort of threw their caste system out the window. It used to have the storm giants at the top, and then it went all the way down the hierarchy to the hill giants. And basically, that is no more. So all of them are fighting to try to get to the very top of this. And they're doing this because the Storm King, the highest person on Earth as far as the Giants hierarchy goes, has been missing. His wife was killed. He's not been found. There's sort of this power vacuum that all the other Giant Lords are trying to fill by doing whatever they think their god will reward them. The fucking hill giants wanted to get super fat. The stone giants wanted to destroy all the human settlements. The frost giants wanted to get this. He holds up his hand, a golden ring on his gauntlet. Wanted to get this ring to try to freeze the planet. The fire giants wanted to burn the place down with the Vonandad. I don't know what the cloud giants want, but Lord knows they're probably doing some wacky shit to try to fucking climb up that social ladder.
And this is going to be even more fun because we have to take some things from them. 2 things if we want to help the dragons.
Indeed. As you guys draw nearer, Captain Tajin tells you, this is perhaps as close to her airspace as I can get without being seen as a potential threat. If you would like to try to stealth your way aboard, you might want to take your mounts and see if you can sneak past. It is a little harder to sneak with the ship.
Can we be dropped?
He says, we could try to conceal ourselves within the clouds to drop you from above. Not impossible, but there is a greater risk of being spotted than if you were mounted.
So, thoughts group on either flying there on the mounts or Goldbrand has a spell that might can help hide us if we want to fly over top and like be feather fall down.
I was gonna say, just launch me, just toss me up into the sky and I'll sneak in somehow.
Natural 30.
He was our sneakiest bitch.
Bergen will probably also agree. If we can sneak with the ship, I'll feel a little more comfortable because we'll have some extra firepower if we get spotted on the way in.
I can't protect the ship after we jump off. I can't hide the ship after we jump off. What were you gonna say, Brandon? I thought you spoke up for a second. Maybe not. Maybe can't. Okay.
Maybe can't. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right. In that case, Captain Tajin orders the crew to navigate the airship.
Goldbrand will cast Fog Cloud.
Fog Cloud, excellent. The ship is
Obviously,
Delve
is
how
big
Delve's not the
exactly
word I'm
is
looking
the
for.
ship? Because that's a 20-foot spear. Do I need to upcast that?
To cover it, you will, but he will say that he is trying to navigate upward and further away to drift into the clouds and kind of, he's going upwind of them to where the clouds are going to drift toward the castle, and he can kind of use that as cover to get closer. So he does have cloud cover. If you do the fog cloud as well, that will decrease the DC that you need to pass, but I will leave that up to you.
I'll go ahead and do it. I don't want the ship getting spotted on the way in. I would like just to be dropped for them to leave.
So I need, we're going to treat this as a group stealth check, even though it's technically an airship that's hiding. So I need everyone to roll a stealth check for me.
I'm not sure that counted that.
Wait, what do you need me to do?
Stealth check. Do what you do
Stealth
best,
check,
Burb.
okay. Give me just a second. I'm getting my computer pulled up.
You're good. I'm going to pull up Bergen.
Also, fun mention for
Z.
Mark.
Sorry, we still voting on stealth. No.
No, we went in with the ship.
They're trying to go in stealthily. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's rough, Ben.
But the DC
Yeah,
is
I was
lower
really-
because of a fog cloud. It's a group
Yes.
stealth check.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
So I gotta
Indeed.
roll.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's a good amount of us. I need to roll Z too. Give me just a second. Here's Berg.
I've got Z pulled up. I've rolled Bergen, but if you'll pull Bergen up to run him for this.
I've got him up. I'm sorry, I just didn't roll in time. You
There
want to
you go.
use my roll instead?
Nice try. Oh, okay.
Pandora,
I got
baby.
a 13.
Yeah, Pandora, we need a high roll to balance out this it's a mixed bag right now. You technically have 3 fails, 2 passes.
13.
Bullshit. I mean, I still got luck points, so like at least one of my rolls will be decent with my plus 13.
You right though.
The good news is
Um,
when we
Brandon, if you can hear us, we would like to get you to do a stealth check, please.
he said 13. I'm pretty sure.
13?
You may have to
Sounds
look
correct.
in the. Or-
Let me look. What level did you cast that fog cloud at?
First level, so it's a 20-foot spear.
I see. Okay, so Barb, you're going to be the deciding factor in this. No pressure, you know.
None.
The good news is when we get in there, I have another spell that will be very helpful for letting us kind of scout the place out. It worked last time we had to do it, I think.
Oh wait, hang on.
Fire
I
Fox.
forgot that was a natural 1. So 2 fails.
Yeah.
3 fails.
Uh,
4 fails.
Firefox is
passes.
updating. Just give me a moment.
I could, but
It
you
won't
know, fucking
really
wasted before the giant fight.
4 fails, 2.
I think you're right, Joey. I don't know that we can.
I was about to say, Barb, even if you get a natural 20, it'll balance out. But right now, y'all have 4 fails between Davos, Bergen, and Arcanox. Goldbrand, if you didn't cast Fog Cloud, you would have been spotted. So your Fog Cloud dropped it 2 points to be a 15 DC instead of a 17.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Joey,
Yo,
flawless pronunciation, by the way.
of Arcanox? I fucked it up that time.
Oh, you got it. No, it's Arcanox, yeah. You got it.
It's I love it because it sounds like some Egyptian fucking god or something. About
I based it on Parthenon from Skyrim.
Of course you did. How did I not get that? That's so funny.
That's the best dragon name.
Oh yeah. Oh god. I'll still never get over the blades. Like, hey, go kill Parthenox. Like, no.
What?
No.
Yeah, no. Actually, I did kill Parthenon, but it was for draconic reasons.
I think I literally killed him, and then felt bad about it, and then rebooted my save because I'm like, what have I done?
The will of the Dova is to dominate. I can't be the strongest dragon without killing Parthenon.
Accurate though. Barb, how's your thing looking? I can pop it up and roll it if you need me to.
It's pull it up. I'm trying to pull it up mobily so I can just go ahead and roll.
I see.
Let's see.
Nope, not Pandora Radio.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Mine's almost loaded. What is with your character
You've got a
sheet?
5% chance of making this go positively.
Shut the fuck up.
So, no,
says
no,
no.
no
It's
pressure.
rolling. It's rolling.
18 minutes pass.
24.
24. That's not a nat 20 for you, though, is it?
No, that's 11 plus 13.
Yeah.
Ah, babe.
Unfortunately, just a little too much movement as you guys are trying to peer over the deck. with that, you watch as a dozen of the little black specks that have been circling the castle seem to break off from the flock and head to your direction. Anyone who wants to, I'll say up to 2 people can make a perception check.
Perception.
Actually, 2 people plus Goldbrand
I was about to say
for
Goldbrand.
reasons.
I mean, Goldbrand's is pretty high, so that's...
Excellent. Wow.
Score, so it's got higher.
Passive is 17.
Your passives will tell you a little bit, but that 25 I think is going to get you everything you need. So, Goldbrand, you can see that it is 5 humanoids riding along the backs of griffins, and maybe 10 winged humanoids with sharp avian features. The humans are dressed in simple leathers and furs, wielding spears and crossbows. The other figures are solid white, with no distinguishing features. The humanoids, or the humans, are covered in tattoos, and Goldbrand, you recognize them as Uthgard. More specifically, given the fact that they're riding griffins, Griffin tribe Uthgard. And the birdmen, with your 25, the birdmen seem to be made of snow? It's a little hard to see. They rise up into the cloud and sort of are swirling about you, and you gather that things are about to head south real quick. With
Art
that,
can melt those.
indeed, with that, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Roll initiative.
They just
I'm
come
And
in
then-
at
not
us.
my stuff, but I can roll on my phone for the time being. Let's see.
Oh, that's the wrong map. There we go.
Initiative. Let's see.
Davos rolled a 16.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got my screens fixed where I can see that now, too.
Goldbrand, what'd you get?
Mine was a 9.
9? Bergen?
19.
21.
I rolled twice, but I'll take the 8. And that'll still make me last.
The 8 and Zarok? Oh, I should have rolled for him, shouldn't I?
Dwayne the Rock Zarok
You want me to-
Johnson.
Do you want me to grab him?
Rock
Dwayne
Johnson.
Zarok Johnson, indeed.
Since we're going into combat, do you want me to grab him? Or does he want you to really
Yeah. Well, he told me a couple things that he wants to do. Yeah, go ahead and roll his initiative for me. I'll pull up music real quick.
We can pass it back and forth. You know, if you run out of stuff he wants to do, I'll roll everything for you, but I can take him over once you've exhausted the list he's given you.
Gotcha. Fred Boat, I summon thee.
Oh wow, this went south real quick, y'all. I don't like it.
Indeed. I thought
0 to 12.
I thought with fucking goddamn that's not playing, is it? You bitch.
Hmm.
There we go.
Hope you all got some range. I guess we know Pandora does.
Oh yeah.
Bergen's got a little bit.
What do you mean no results?
Yeah, I got some range this round, don't worry.
We'll see what's up. We have weapons on our ship, which I feel like may or may not be an advantage. If they're loud, it's not as good, but them Griffin Riders are gonna be obnoxious.
Not on the
So those
computer.
are like, am I picturing this correctly? They're like Arakoa made of snow.
They are indeed. They think of bird person, but made of snow. Blue.
Bird.
Birdie.
Bird person is a very good description if you don't already know what an Arakoa is. But like that was just what my brain went to. I was like, oh god.
That's actually a really apt description, yeah.
No, yeah, there. And I've got some pictures I'll drop in chat. Sorry, I'm trying to get some music rolling.
I can hear that. It's pretty scary. Don't like it.
Good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's y'all's temperature on me trying to talk to the other barbarians? Or do you just want to murk them?
What's your temperature? It's a fun way to describe that.
I mean, I'm always up for negotiations, you know.
So this is a picture of the shape of the bird people. They do not look exactly like this. They are featureless and white and glistening.
Ooh, dinner.
Yeah, made of ice.
Dinner, indeed. With that, my
Dinner.
dudes, let me get this encounter builder. You said 0 to 12?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
Boy.
At the top of initiative, as almost always, Pandora. You watch as these 10 bird people are swirling about the ship, and these 5 griffins with people mounted on the backs of them are circling you, preparing to attack. Does Pandora do?
Well, I'm kind of always down to shoot down some birds. So let's map. I just gotta pull it up, but it's loading. I was gonna just shoot whichever one's closest to me, see if I can land a hit.
Okay, so there's a bird not far from you. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, I might have to roll on my phone because no, there it goes. Doop. Let's see if it'll roll on roll 20 because it's lagging on me. 23 to hit.
Beautiful. 23 definitely hits. And with 12 damage, you're not hiding, but
can I hide afterward? Is there any
you can you can choose to hide. Yeah. I would say that you would probably want to do so perhaps around some of the sails that make up sort of the wings of the ship.
Yeah, see if I can blend in there.
You fire off your bow, and you watch as it hits through the chest of this avian creature, and just a blast of snow just begins to sprinkle down. They do not seem particularly sturdy, and you landed a really solid hit on it, so you are good. You are hidden. I'll say that you're a little further back. The crew is not necessarily partaking in the battle itself. They are sort of maneuvering the ship and trying to avoid, trying to keep them off of the sails. Bergen, what does he do?
Bergen will go ahead and fire off with his crossbow. I didn't see any spells.
Excellent.
I was scrolling through Bergen's spells, and goddamn, y'all, is Bergen a scary bitch.
He is, especially with that ring. Fucking shit.
Yeah, dude, that's greatest cleric in all the land right there. So he can only do this once, which kind of sucks. I might hand out a buff if there's a bonus action buff. One of the
Ooh.
things he misses. He wanted to try to hit the birds since they looked kind of.
Unfortunately, an 8 does not hit. But carry on.
Oh man, do I want a spiritual weapon? I don't think he will. Sorry, I don't see any other bonus action spells, so no, I don't think he will do anything this turn.
Okay. No, you're fine. All right. 2 of the Griffin riders are going to swoop in. One of them is going to come up toward Z, and he is going to go with a swing with his axe. Does a 18 hit Z? I'm sure it does. He takes 9 points of slashing damage, and the Griffin is going to try to go for a stab at him as well. 22, so I'm sure that also hits. So another 11 points of piercing damage, total of 20 to Sir Z at this point.
If you
the
can
second Griffin.
Never mind, go. Do it in a minute.
Okay. The second Griffin is going to run up on Bergen, and likewise do the same combo. Does a 19 hit Bergen? I assume so. That's probably right on the edge.
It does.
Meat hits. Okay, he takes 9 points of slashing damage. The Griffin does not hit him. So we pass through that. And with that, go to our special one. All right.
A special one.
Yeah, indeed. A third Griffin Rider comes up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Perfect. She's going to go for a swing at Goldbrand.
Do you have any identifying markers?
21 to hit first.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So 9 points of slashing, because you're not raging as of yet. Or excuse me, I'm sorry. She does 11 points of slashing. My apologies. And you do see marks. You see, she first of all, dark skin, curly hair, dressed in traditional Uthgard garb. I'll drop a picture of her. Beautiful, and of course, as most Uthgar are, swole AF. As she comes at you with this wicked 2-curved axe, you do see that there are 3 talons on her hands on each side, and she has more tribal tattoos on her arms, mostly feathers, clouds, mountainscapes. You do know her to be a Griffin Uthgard, but that is all you know for the moment. And with that, we're going to go to Davos. Yeah. What you got, Davy boy, if you can talk?
You said she was a what?
She is a Griffin tribe Uthgard, so she's not of Golbrand's tribe, but of his broad strokes of people.
I'm going to run down lower than 30. Pretty much in front of that green griffin.
Okay, cool.
Pass out towards just directly to the left with my bonus action light of a standard. That's a con save 15.
And that is a 20-foot radius now. So that's 4 squares diagonally. I think you could get the Griffin Rider, and one of the Aarakocra. You said a 15. Go ahead and roll your damage for that. This will be for the Aarakocra and the Rider. Oh, that's 2 fails. And for the Griffin, that is a pass. So this one is blinded.
1d10.
Plus something, yes, sir.
That's going to be a 14 for the damage.
Solid. Excellent. Okay, so, the Rider and the Aarakocra seem to take the full brunt of that. The 14 is enough to where the burst of sunlight comes out, and it actually, like, melts part of the snow as it sort of drips down into nothing. Again, not very sturdy, but, fierce looking. He said 14, so half
I'm
of that.
going after the griffin.
Okay.
Bird itself with melee. That is an 11 for the first attack.
For the Griffin, that does not hit.
And a
30,
30.
Dirty 20, excellent. Okay. Roll some damage.
15
Yeah.
15? Fantastic. All right.
That'll
Excellent.
end my turn.
You watch as Davos comes up, his amulet bursts into the sunlight, blinding 2 of the 3 of his foes before him, and with a very rather elegant movement for a long sword, sort of rolls his wrist as he slashes the underside of the Griffin's stomach, narrowly avoiding the talons as it swoops by. With that, we go to our other 2 berserkers. Orange, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's going to come up to Arc. He's going to make 2 swings at you, dude. Oh, one of those is a nat 20. The other one does not hit. So you take 18 points of slashing damage as a particularly brutal blow with this spear catches you sort of between the, just under your ribs. And he has flyby. He's going to try to fly away, going about 5, 10, 15, 5 more, 20. With that, the other Uthgar up top, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to come up on Brandon, making 2 swings there. One is a definite miss. Both of those miss, thankfully. And he likewise is going to try to fly by without getting too much into the action. Because they have flyby, you don't get an opportunity attack. And he drifts a little bit away from the ship. With that, we go to Z.
Wow.
What he wants to do doesn't apply for an aerial combat, so I'll hold off on that.
Well, I can't cast spells for him. It's not available. He must have a setting that I'm not aware of, turned on or off. I also can't edit his tokens, track his health, but you know you can do that when you have more time. And then
Oh yes, how much did he take, by the way?
22. Is that what you said? That's what I've written down.
Perhaps. All right, so yes, he's at 50 right now.
Yeah, well, I just can't. He wants to cast cantrip. I just can't cast it.
Okay, what cantrip?
Probably acid splash, 60 feet. He wants to keep burning down. Where's he standing at? Oh, if he leaves the range, he's gonna be. If he leaves their range, he's gonna be hurt. Huh?
Indeed, yeah. It's a couple of sharp swipes.
Oh God, sorry. I don't want to use his good spells. He might shatter. He might guess he could. He'll cast darkness, I guess. Which I can cast. Interesting.
He's gonna do darkness. Okay, where do you want to originate that from?
Right in front of him. in between him and the griffin dude.
And so he wants to be in the darkness.
Yeah, he's just gonna back at him and kind of create at least a visual obstacle for these motherfuckers flying around.
15-foot radius spear. I think that is correct.
No, actually, I would recant that. Well,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
you said I think web would work better in this situation, but that's just I just not saw that.
They're not on the ground.
Oh, never mind. I mean, it's a 20-foot cube, so like if it was tall enough to like snare them,
There's-
like,
I mean, it could catch between like we would say like the mast and such, but it would be confined to the area over the ship. Like it can't connect to nothing above it. You get me?
I got you. All right, well, he will then back out. I can't move him either, it seems.
Okay.
Can't click
He
him.
backs out. They don't see him leave. Do they still get the opportunity attack? I think they do.
I think they do. It's just a disadvantage because they can't see him.
Yeah. This is for Griffin. Okay, that's a fail. This is for Ryder. Oh, 15 plus 6. He takes 9 more points of damage, putting him at 41. Takes a nice little slice. Anything else for Z?
I don't think he can do anything. That was a
That
a spell, so he can't do anything with his bonus action. I guess he'll make magic stones.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
that's a cantrip.
that brings us to our... He can do 2 cantrips in a turn. That brings us to our group of blue Aarakocra. One is actually going to fly up on Captain Tajin and try to go for him. One is going to fly up on Davos. One is going to fly up on Ark. And another is going to fly up... I don't know if he can get to Z without 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He cannot quite get to Z, but he's going to head over the ship. All right, so this first one is for Captain Tajib. That is a 3, so that does not hit. This is for Davos. That does not hit. That's a 15. No, sir. And then this one is for Ark. That is a 16 to hit. Does a 16 hit, Ark? Fantastic. All right. They come in with their spears, but do not seem to be finding any purchase. Very unfortunate. One of those is dead, and that brings us to the other group of Akokra, which are going to come in likewise. One on Ark, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. One on Goldbrand, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This one's going to get right about there. This one's also going to go on Captain Tajin. For Tajin, that is a miss. For Goldbrand, an 18 plus 6, so yeah, that definitely hits. Take, they're going with a Talon attack, and he went more than 30 feet, so take 10 points of damage from that one. Arc, that is a 4, so that does not hit, so you are clear. As we round back around to Goldbrand. You've just been clawed by a fucking bird person. What do you do?
Rude. So we'll see if this works out the way I want. I think it would be the neatest, maybe. But just before I start my turn, is she close enough? Can I move close enough to her to grab her? To grapple her?
You're trying to grab her or the griffin she's on?
Her. The griffin,
She is airborne.
if
I'm gonna say...
I'll take the griffin if I have to. I'm mostly sure I'm stronger than it.
I would say you could probably grab the griffin. Probably not her specifically.
Okay, so then for my first, I'll use my first attack to swipe at the snow Akroa,
Okay.
and then I will try to grapple a griffin.
Roll to hit.
I am using Scythe, because if I kill it, I'm sucking up some fucking...
That hits.
Yeah. Let me roll the damage, and then I'm going to use a charge.
Okay. Okay, the scythe does not quite kill it on its own, so go ahead and do your bonus action.
Oh, it takes a bonus action. I'm sorry, I would like to rage before I do any of this, so I can't do that.
Okay. So the Aarakocra is still standing in terrible shape.
Add the 2 rage damage.
Oh, then never mind. You watch as Goldbrain comes in with the scythe and just cleaves right through diagonally through this bird person, and as it does, like what was once compact dense snow, as he slices through it, just begins to crumble as fresh snowfall. You still have your second attack.
Which I will use to grapple the griffin. Sorry,
Okay.
looking for
Make a strength or acrobatics check. Excuse me, athletics or acrobatics check. I'm going to do a little thing to show that you're angry. Oh, you can do that in a second. Let me roll for the griffin.
I have advantage because I'm raging.
It
What's the roll?
rolled well.
I did not.
What does it have? It does not have proficiency in either. It got an 18.
Good.
The 20. Fantastic. You
If you don't
grab
go-
on.
Oh, go ahead.
Uh,
Well, I'm gonna say
so
something.
as this, griffins are, of course, imposing creatures. They're bodies of lions, their front talons of eagles, the wings, the head of the eagle. You grab on to the rear, one of the lion's feet, and the claws kind of like dig into you as it tries to pull and beat its wings to pull away from you, but you pull it closer to you. Do you want to talk some shit?
I want to look up at the other barbarian and say, if you don't come down here and talk to me, I'm going to kill the birds. And then
Make a-
probably use
Make a persuasion check.
strength persuasion
With-
check.
With advantage. Well, I'll do intimidation, but add what you would make for an athletics instead of that. I guess you can just roll an athletics check. That's probably being a little too generous, but
What about what if I just rolled animal handling, which is only +4?
that sounds like a good middle ground.
Is that
The griffin wants to listen to you. Let's see if the rider does. Okay. She looks at you, and I'm afraid I cannot let that happen. And she, oh, it's not her turn.
okay?
She calls out to the rest of her tribesmen. Don't let them know that the birds are resistant to their mauls and hammers. Calls out oddly loud as we round to Arcanox.
Alright. These two in behind me, I want to say. The red and the blue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm swinging at both.
Get him. Roll. Oh, beautiful. I think both of those hit. Yes, that just meets. Okay, so roll damage for the first one. The Red Death's Rage. 8. Is that with the crit?
It doesn't look
That is
like
not. Roll another d8 for me.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Ben? Roll one more d8.
Okay, I get it? Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, with that combined damage output, you watch as Arcanox gets stabbed twice by these bird people and their spears and their talons, and just immediately like draws his swords and slices through the two of them, and immediately just poof into snow. With that, this is the cruise move. Wheel or woe, Devin? Or actually,
Woe.
never mind. I've got a better idea. Even. Okay, so you watch as he banks the ship hard to the left, and he's gonna try to bash the front orange and the front green griffins. Oh, unfortunately, he did not roll very. Or no, they're making saves, so they did not roll very well. The griffin is knocked back a bit, and is going to take a hefty little bit of damage. Not a hefty bit, but a chunk of damage. Bloop. Fantastic. As that brings us back to Pandora. What you got, Penny?
Well, seeing that got my big friend here that's grappling this one over there, but he looks like he's handled.
He's got it.
He's got it. We've got. Let's
Fine.
see. Hold on. It's hard for me to count squares because I'm like right here. And so, how far is this one? I'm trying to count these squares.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet.
It's 25 feet. Okay, it's in shooting distance.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Almost everything for you is probably in shooting distance.
Yeah. No,
Fire away.
my amethyst longbow says it has a range of 150. I don't know.
That sounds
how
about
many-
right.
I'm just like,
Well-
yeah, no, it can shoot from real far.
That's
Okay,
300
so-
squares for context. That's, or no, excuse me, that's 30 squares. Math.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So this one over here is grappled and taken care of. So I'm gonna shoot this one because he's otherwise
Okay.
not encumbered, right? Or is it?
Correct. Roll to hit.
Okay. Do.
And you're aiming at the griffin or the rider, just to be clear.
The griffin, because I feel like if I take the griffin down, the rider's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Is the griffin or the rider blinded?
The griffin is not, the rider is. The 15 does hit. You are technically sneaking. You land a particularly nasty blow on this griffin. You catch it sort of underneath the wing, and you watch as it winces, and it's still flying, but you can tell that it's struggling to do so. You still have your bonus action. Would you like to rehide? I see your stealth tech, so I'll take that as a yes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Right true.
If you'll do me a favor, when you roll those, if you click your token, you should see 3 little bubbles pop up. If you'll just throw that number up top, just so I can keep up with what score you rolled this round. I went ahead and put it up there for now, but just for future shit.
My little token, like, I can't actually click it.
Oh, you're on mobile. You might not be able to.
No,
Okay.
I can't click it. I can't click it either.
Oh,
You
I
may
guess 'cause
have.
you guys didn't
Their
drag
sheets
them
are
on.
probably not set for like all characters.
They are, but I dragged the tokens on, and so it's treating it as a DM thing and not a player thing. But we'll fix it.
I can
Yeah,
fix that.
mine's the same way. Yeah.
I can fix that.
So Burb, you're hidden. Bergen, what you got?
I'm sorry, I'm Bergen. Though you should be able to move those tokens, guys. They're off on the side of the map. Fuck. I was looking at Z shit instead of Bergen's. All right, Bergen will look around. See, this is not wonderful, but also not the worst. Z looks. So no one looks super bad right now, right? Z probably looks the worst.
Correct. Also, I'll say that Bergen and Barb, or excuse me, Ark and Barb, y'all can both choose to move your movement speed at this point if you would like to, since you couldn't move earlier. Carry on.
All right, so Bergen will probably try to throw out some good shit. He might spiritual weapon
What's-
this time.
What's he got?
Oh. Bergen wants to. Oh, did he hear their conversation, Goldbrand and the other Uthgardt?
Probably. I mean, Goldberg, I imagine, was shouting to be heard over the winds and stuff that would be at this altitude, so.
Bergen wants to cast command on her.
Sexy. BDSM Bergen is best Bergen.
Dismount.
Dismount.
It is one
Interesting.
word.
You're right. What does she have to roll? Wisdom?
Yeah.
And what does she have to beat?
16.
16. That's going to be tough for her. I don't think her wisdom's too high. Let me look at it. It is not. It's a +2. She needs a 14 or higher. 7. She grits her teeth.
I don't think she has to do it till her turn.
You're correct.
Okay. Cool.
But she has been commanded. As we round on her and the 2 green Uthgardt. This one here, the one that's pretty grievously wounded, she'll actually call out to them. She steers her griffin down and it lands on the ship. And she shouts out as she dismounts. Nimbus! Back away! Fall back! As the green griffin is going to go back and get some distance. I think that was a little too far. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, a little too far. Bloop. This one here is going to go for a swing on... I think it's going to pursue Z still. Going to go for a swing on him. That does not hit. They're rolling shitty. Fantastic. And as she dismounts, She'll look at you and she'll say, You told her to command, or he told her to command, you told her to get down here and talk to her. She's like, you have me here. You better talk fast. It did not take her action to dismount. It just took her movement. But she has to do the task and then end her turn, doesn't she? Okay, never mind. With that, we round to Davos. What you got, dog?
I'm going to hit this crossbar or whatever thing in front of me.
Yeah, get it.
First attack is a nat 20.
Oh, damn. Okay. Roll some damage.
22.
22. Excellent. Not only do you cut through the Aarakocra with ease, you actually carry that strike forward, and the rest of your damage is going to hit this griffin right here, as you have an excellent follow-through. All right. Second attack.
I will continue just swiping at the griffin that just took the extra damage. And that is another 19.
19 does hit. Yes, sir. Roll damage.
Oh,
which is also a crit.
Yes, it is.
So roll another d8 for me. 11 plus 6.
17.
Excellent, excellent. You lay into this griffin. You come in. Your first strike carries through to it, and then you cut part of its left flank, and you immediately follow up with a strike to its right. And you look as the rider is jarred as if he's sort of struggling to hold on. With that, our other two berserkers go, including the one in front of you. It's gonna make its 2 swings at you, Davos, since you're swinging at him. Oh, okay, that's better. What do they get out of that? 6? A 21 and an 18. The 18 I don't think hits, but the 21 does. So you are going to take 11 points of piercing damage. What?
I will reaction finish training, hit him back.
Yeah. So it's technically the Uthgar who's hitting you. So I'm going to say that you hit him back. Roll to hit.
Was a nat 20.
Damn. 3 crits in a row. Fuck.
That was,
13. Is that with the crit damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, excellent. A flurry of very precise, very critical strikes from Davos. As after it swipes, now feeling the heat of that, is going to try to fall back as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. This other one is going to come up. He's going to...
In the sake of honesty, that 19, that was not a net. So we can take away that 6 damage addition.
So
Good on you, handsome.
respect.
Bloop. If it'll let me fucking do it. Oh no! What the fuck? There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. So this one is going to fly up. It's going to make its 2 swings on Bergen. An 18. Does that hit Bergen?
It
I
meets.
think that meets. Okay, so he takes the 9 points of slashing. The other hit misses. He's going to use his flyby. Use 20, so he'll end up here as he begins to make his way northward. As we go to Zrock.
Let's change things up a little bit. I think I'm gonna stick with my original plan of he can partially see this guy, right? Enough to cast a not a cone of cold, but a ray of frost.
Yes, indeed.
That's what her
He
name.
can, the Griffin, I would say he can. Maybe not the Rider. Is that a save?
It's a
I
roll.
think that's a roll to hit, isn't it?
Did it not do it? Oh,
It did not, no.
interesting.
Just did your damage.
Why is there no 2-hit option for this? For cantrips?
Roll a d20 and add his spell attack modifier. And I guess his proficiency bonus too. Probably 7 total.
Oh, I don't see that toolbar to do that on. Give me just a second. 7 total. I don't see the. Damn.
There we go. It did it for me.
Okay.
An 11 does not hit the griffin, unfortunately. The 4, excuse me, the damage does not apply then, never mind. It's not, it's a save or suck. As we go to the Aarakocra, there's only 3 left. They're all going to make their moves now. One of them is going to try to go and hit Z. Oh, with a nat 1.
Rip.
He needs... If he hits odd, he hits the red one. He got a 6, so he does not. The red one is going to try to... he'll try to swoop up and get a swing on Goldbrand. 18 plus 6, that certainly hits. Did it move 30 feet? It did not. You take 6 points, halved to 3 because you're raging, as the other 2 go for strikes on the captain. 12 and a nat 20. Fuck. Okay. The nat 20 doubles that, so he takes 12 points of damage. You watch as Captain Tajin is stabbed into and is looking kind of rough. Not critical or bloodied or anything, but is having trouble maintaining control of the ship, we'll say. As we round to Goldbrand.
Oh, yikes. Oh, that derails what I was going to say. Yikes.
What derails?
What him, like, kind of being kind of shaky. Just Goldbrand was going to say, it doesn't look like we're losing this fight. If he wants to leave here with most of their lives, you might want to tell them we need to come to an agreement. Defection may be a wise choice. And then...
She will make a check. Make another animal handling check, we'll say, for the compromise.
Okay.
Oh, that's an unforeseen setback.
I guess we're killing them all then.
I kind of expect you to fail, but not to... she looks at you and goes,
F in the chat.
You said defection may be an option. I do not think you understand exactly what is at stake here, Blue Bear.
You have no ideas. I guess then he will let go of the griffin, and he had to drop his axe to grapple, his scythe to grapple. So he will.
Thank you for honesty.
He will pick that up. I don't know how you want to rule that. So, but he'll pick that up and start going to town then, if on the griffin,
okay.
I guess maybe.
On the griffin, all right. Hang on. Roll one more animal handling check. You did have her griffin by its leg, so I'll say that you have advantage on your persuasion attempt. Oh, a 10 isn't great, but it's not awful. She'll add on to that statement. Disloyalty to Sensory will lead in nothing but our mound being raided. I cannot let that happen to my people. And she will call out again. Oddly loud and oddly not even speaking in Bothy to her people, but shouts out, do not let them know that fire magic is particularly effective against the birds. As she squares up. Devin, Goldbrand can make an insight check? Or what your passive insight's really high, isn't it? 18.
Yeah.
She's being too forward about this. She's trying to get you. She keeps saying what the birds are resistant against, what they're vulnerable to. Devin, I imagine, puts that together. She seems to want you to take them out. Is acting otherwise, but
Well, now I'm not going to.
I'll say that you might pick up. They might be agents of the Cloud Giants.
I was about to say, not necessarily,
Okay.
not the tribe's griffins, perhaps.
No, when I say birds, I meant the Aarakocra, the bird people.
Oh, okay.
So kill all the griffins. Gotcha.
Oh God, wrong message.
Okay.
Wrong message.
I see. There's another one that's arrived. So, what do you charge
Indeed.
Goldbrand to pick his axe back up, his scythe back up?
I'll say it's a cursed item. I'll say it's a free action. Like you hover your hand over it and Harry Potter style, it flies up to your grip.
Oh, I don't know where that second one was supposed to go, but the first one was a
That
nat
nat 20. God, y'all have rolled 6 crits.
God dang.
That cleaves through it. If you would like to, you can carry over your spare damage to her or her griffin. I'll leave that up to you.
Either one of them look. I guess we're still fighting. How do they look?
Both of them are pretty healthy.
Nah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll take my second attack on that one, which I guess would be the 19.
Which also hits. Roll damage.
Guess I had to let go of the griffin. That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, that is just enough.
Yeah, so it's plus rage.
I was about to say, plus you get your 2 for rage. 2 for raging. All right, so that's 2 are left as we round to Arcanox. You watch as the griffins, the ones that are injured, seem to be trying to create distance between them, while there are a few Aarakocra that are still aboard the vessel, as well as 3 griffins that are probably close enough for you to hit with melee attacks. What do you choose to do?
All right, I still can't move my token, but I'm gonna move down 3 squares,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack both the rider and the griffin.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2 hits for me.
Respect.
You.
Fuck them up, fuck them up.
Oh,
Both of those hits. I'll let you choose who you want that crit to hit, the rider or the griffin.
I'm gonna hit the griffin with the crit.
Okay, so roll damage for those 2. Oh, and you have the bonus action attack. So yeah, roll the 12. Who would you say that third attack was aimed at?
That was the extra, but I forgot that I did have it. So I'm gonna hit the rider with that one.
Okay, the 12 does not hit the rider. So roll damage for the first 2. And make sure you click the crit for that, because it'll add in the... So if you click the one that critted, where it says the Red Death's Rage, it should add in the crit damage for you.
In the roll 20. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
there we go.
Alright, so that's 15 to that boy. Excellent. As we round to the captain, Captain Tajin, seeing that there's just 2 of the Aarakocra left, and one of them having stabbed him, he's gonna go, he's gonna do a flurry of blows? No, he'll start with the 2 hits.
gonna do a
One
bunch
of those
of
definitely... What?
nothing. I said he's gonna do a bunch of blow.
You were accurate. I mean, they're not made of snow. They're made out of cocaine. He's gonna follow up bonus action attack or flurry of blows. He'll just do the 1 attack, and that's gonna pay off. Okay, need a 4. Got an 8. Perfect. He blasts through with 3 sharp punches. Just peppers through. Oh, punches. Okay, no, that's so good. You watch as his fists, as they make impact, kind of sink into the snow a bit. They don't seem to be very effective against the foes, but he does manage to take down that Aarakocra in front of him. There is just 1 Aarakocra remaining on the ship as we go to Pandora Sirensbane.
Yeah.
You have probably heard Goldbrand, or Goldbrand, I'll say, that while Tabby is hiding, you know she's in that general area if you would like to call out anything to her.
Kill the things made of ice. We believe them to be giant spies.
Oh,
I mentioned he's also shouting it to Jean, who he can see. So he's just sprinting over here, shouting that, and kills one.
Tajin, who's like nursing a bloody wound in like his ribs, is like, I will gladly slaughter every one of them if I need to. So
Alright,
Pandora, what you
we've
got, girl?
This one left, right? This one up.
The 1 Aarakocra, yes. All 5 of the Griffins and the Riders are still up.
Okay. Well, we're gonna shoot him from my little sneaky hole.
Don't call it that.
Cat dimension.
The cat dimension, yes.
Excellent. Roll damage for the longbow.
The land under the couch.
Excellent. It's funny, like, it raises its spear to like go to stab G, and your arrow just like pierces through it, and poof,
Not my
shower of
friend.
snow. Excellent. As that happens, Bergen's initiative count is on the same with the other 3. She will actually whistle very loudly, and you watch as all the other riders turn their attention to her, and she says, "Resume Tempest formation." And you watch as they begin sort of weaving around your ship, getting close enough to where Bergen and Goldbrand, you 2 are insightful enough to know that they're probably wanting to look like they're still engaged in combat, but they're not actually making any contact with the ship. They are not. Oh, whoops! You need to come over here. They are not actually attacking the ship, but making it appear as if they are. She turns to you, and she looks to her griffin, and says, "Nimbus, I need you to guard me." The griffin moves its way between her and the castle and spreads its wings wide, again looking as if it's imposing fighting in combat, but guarding her from view if anyone should be spying on her from the castle itself. She looks to you, Goldbrand, and says, "You had best speak quick, we do not have much time. Why should a blue bear venture to the skies? You'll find nothing here but cruelty and pain."
Well, that's a little bit dramatic, I feel like. But it doesn't matter. Keep this up until we get close enough, and then we're gonna leave the ships anyways. Gets the fucks away from our ships, I won't come to find and come and kills you later. If our track record holds, you won't have to worry about the Countess for longer than after today.
What do you mean your track record?
It's a long fucking stories. We've killed lots of giants. Leaves us alone till he gets inside, and then after that, and you won't have to worry about that afterwards.
Roll I guess once again, an animal handling check. I'll say with advantage. Since you mentioned previously killing the lords. 16 is good, okay. She looks at you. You are seeking to get inside. If Sansori finds you, she'll have you pulled apart. She is unbelievably cruel. I have seen her rip apart my kinsmen at the smallest transgressions. Tell me, what do you seek within her keep?
The Nightstones, the dragons, and a conch, he describes.
Her eyes widen a bit. She says, "If you seek the Nightstone, then you are a fool. You seek naught but death and decay. I can help you get in if you choose to do so peacefully. I can return you as prisoners or escorted as guests. If you choose to sneak in, we will have to at least feign a continued attack."
Goldbrand looks around with the group.
So your option is to go in as a prisoner, go in as a guest, or try to sneak in. What do y'all
Definitely
feel?
don't want to be a prisoner. That's some weak ass bullshit.
Oh yeah.
What was that, Brandon?
Which one lets us keep our weapons?
I cannot hear you, I'm sorry.
Which one lets us keep our weapons?
She says, if you sneak in, you can keep your weapons. If you come to parley with her, you will be able to keep your weapons, but there will be a lot of attention on you.
Maybe we just get the dragon in the conch. Is she likely to? Do you know of this shell? Is she likely to give it to us?
Probably not, if the others gain the invitation.
I do not think she would know about the conch itself. She says, "I know of the Nightstone, and that she covets information from it. I know of the dragon that you speak, the brass one, bronze one, but I do not know to what end."
Can you help us get him out?
She is interrogating him now, piercing him countless times with her spear, torturing him, to try to extract information from him. To do so, to get him out would be very difficult, especially at this time.
Well, now all I'm hearing is we can kill her and free him at one time, so...
If you can get by her men.
Say what, Brandon?
It sounds like either sneak or request an audience. Definitely no prisoner.
If you request an audience, is there any way that I can sneak in behind y'all, like kind of stealthy like?
You can certainly try.
To be honest, I'm also kind of in the stealth category. Goldbrand has passed without a trace. We can sneak around the castle, hopefully, for a minute, get our bearings, and then decide. what we want to do.
Okay.
Alright. Sounds like sneaking. I did not mean to do that. Ignore that.
Cobra will tell her, leave us alone until we finish doing what we're doing to the best of your abilities. What we do here upholds the path. If you get in our way again, we will likely kill you.
She looks at you. It does not do me joy to serve the giants, but I do what I must to protect my people and our ancestors. If what you say is true, that you can defeat her, you will have the respect of our tribe, but you will have to do your best to conceal your entry. I see, you guys do have your mounts on the ship with you. She says, if you can dispatch from here and fly further up in the clouds, perhaps drop down, me and my warriors will pretend to follow the ship as it flees. We will not do damage to your crew or to your vessel. And once you are a respectable distance away, we will return to the keep. Once we are there, I cannot guarantee who will be within our vicinity. If I am seen aiding you in any way, it will mean the end of my people.
Even if we kill hers or most of them, you don't understand. Zalto is dead. Storvalds is dead.
Do these names mean anything to her? Storvold probably would. Her shrine is, or her mound is not far from where he is based. She goes, if I am seen helping you before she is slain, I am forfeiting my people. I cannot do such.
Anyways, no,
Once you have defeated her, I am down to swaps. I am open to swapping sides. But I need to see her headless first.
You might
I mean,
get
I can respect preservation here.
you might get your wish. The conch is the highest priorities, unfortunately. Anyways, I like her idea of we'll all get on the mounts and fly away, and they can pretend to chase the ship, and then we will try to stealth our way in, I guess. If that's what y'all want to do.
Oh, I,
Agreed.
Cool.
Let's go. We don't have much time.
I will pass since it casts 30 minutes. How far away are we? Everyone wants to cast Pass Without a Trace.
It'll take you a few minutes to get there, about 5-ish maybe. She will whistle to her people, a series of very sharp, precise whistles. 3 of them begin following the ship as it makes its way away from the castle. One of them heads back to the keep. The one that is most injured and is seeming to have a rough time flying. Because that griffin is at like 4 hit. That griffin is at like 6 hit points. It's about to go down. Alright, you guys board your mounts. For the exercise of this, since we are missing 3 of our party members, we'll say that you guys double up well enough. You're doing Pass Without Trace. So everyone make a stealth check for me. I'll get Z if you'll get Bergen. Stealth.
Monroe. So these get plus 10 because of Goldbrand's
Excellent.
Pass Without a Trace.
Let me double check with the giants. Okay.
I got another 13.
Oh, perfect.
Coming in clutch.
Yeah. With the plus 10s, you guys are good. Thus, you guys are good. Even without them, you would have been good. But you have that up for an hour. Please help me remember that. So if you guys look in your chat at the picture of the castle, there's actually several different areas that you can land in this place. Right now you are above the sky. You're above the clouds, above the castle, looking down at it. There are 3 areas of green that you see. There is also that lower courtyard that has a couple of ballista coming off of it, but you see 2 giants that are standing there. Where do you guys choose to? There's also the 2 towers on the front end, the 2 spikes that seem sort of separate, and it looks like a gatehouse of some sort. And there is a
vest. I do not believe you have.
No, I'm telling you to look in your chat at the picture that I sent you earlier.
I'm sorry.
You filthy fucker. It's
I
okay.
see it. I see it.
It's above the Aarakocra. Yeah. So there's the 3 green areas you can land at that seem uninhabited. at least from your distance. The area where there's the little rampart and the 2 ballistas on the lower part of the castle, there's 2 giants on those. There's also a few of the Aarakocra flying about. But after fighting them, you're probably not particularly worried about them. They're quick to go down.
Well, do we want to go to the tippy top?
I was about to say, do we start
Yeah,
at the
for the high
tower at
ground.
the tower at the top, or like the middle entrance? Is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What do you mean middle entrance?
Like in the courtyard, on the rightmost courtyard, there's a door, like that particular door. But I also, if they want to go high ground, I think start trying to land for the tower door might be a decent idea.
Yeah.
And just work our way down.
Okay. Sounds like we're going for the upper level. I need everyone to make another stealth check as... And are we feather falling? Or y'all...
What are our mounts?
How... Correct.
Can we not just
If you are on your mounts...
What?
And I'm trying to think. The Raven, the Pegasus, the Griffin. Okay, none of them would be too bad, I think. Like the Nightmare would draw attention because it's on fire. You know, it's a little more visible. But I'll say that roll another series of stealth checks.
Yeehaw. Ski
Oh!
diddle diddle.
Another nat 20. God damn, y'all.
Oh, well, Goldbrand needed that help. What you got, Bergen? What you got, Bergen?
Y'all would go to the fucking area that I'm least familiar with. God damn it.
Welcome to
Fucking
life.
DM's curse. I thought they won't go all the way up to the top of the tower. Nope. Nope.
Straight to the top.
Okay. Indeed. Let me reveal some of this to you guys,
I'm gonna wait till we take a break.
which will probably be just here in a minute.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I'm just trying to seduce my husband with tacos.
Can I be seduced with tacos? I like tacos.
Feels my life.
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Indeed.
It's up through the
Wise.
rib cage, by the way.
One more time.
There's
It's up through the rib cage. You gotta go through the diaphragm to get the heart.
Yeah. Accurate. Literally, yes. That
That's
worked
a
almost the
dimension?
opposite of how I wanted to do that. That's dumb. Okay. Ugh, okay. Tell you what, we will actually go ahead and take our 10 right now, and we'll come back at about 11:40 and pick up from there.
Heard.
Yeah.
So, you guys rolled really well in your stealth checks. So you all swoop down with your doubled up on your respective mounts. As you come in, you see 6 Aarakocra, same white forms that you know now to be made of snow, positioned all around the upper banisters of this castle, of this courtyard. I also see 2 towers, one that has a door on your level, another that has a door on your level but seems to go up higher. The courtyard is filled with stones that you would gather probably are for the cloud giants to throw, to use in combat. Some of which the 3 lords who were present realize are similar size and scale of the ones that you first found Nightstone decimated with. Thankfully, miraculously, none of the 6 Aarakocra notice you there. But they are standing sentinel. What do you do? Where do you go? You may also drag your tokens to the courtyard. We'll say,
I'm realizing now I would have liked to have looked for the dragon, but I did not think of that ahead of time. I also am wondering, how big are the windows here? How big are the towers here? Can we take our mounts like to the top of this tower and stash them and then go explore?
the windows are covered. They are covered with stained glass. There's one window in the taller tower that is to the south. The one in the center does not have any windows.
I mean,
Same.
Tell us more your thing, Mike.
Hmm?
I said, tell us more your thing, my captain.
I mean, I can go sneaky sneak in the room with no windows to peeky peek in.
That's may not be a bad idea. If you just want to look.
Yeah, I want to go
Windows
check out that
solid.
center then, without the winders.
Okay, you make your way to the center chamber, which let me scroll up here. Interesting. The door appears to be locked as you try to make your way inside.
I don't have a pickpocket set. I've got thieves' tools.
That's
Thief
what
tools
that is.
are pickpocket, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or-
okay. Can
Yeah,
I?
pickpocket would be stealing from pockets. That's a
Yeah.
Skyrim thing. You're good.
Yeah, no. That's brain.
Okay,
Uh,
make a sleight of hand check and add your proficiency bonus to it.
Thieves' tools can also disarm traps.
Indeed.
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Wow, you do a phenomenal job, but find no mechanism that is locking this down. You would gather, with such a high roll, that this is likely locked by magic and not by a physical lock.
well, can I want to motion to Bergen, like, quietly, because I'm like, hey, I need him. He seems to be the most magically inclined of all of us. I fear him. I fear the scary holy man.
I mean, does the holy man can the holy man?
I think he knows to spell magic.
That's what I'm looking for.
I think he does.
What level is that? Third?
Mm,
I may not have it.
I think
'cause he
it's
hasn't got to
first, but I
use
think you
it.
can upcast it.
I'm like, hey guys, I literally saw this man raise that big guy up from the dead. He can fucking stand at this door.
You're right though. Let me see if Z knows it.
That's what I was wondering if Z would, but I don't see it on Bergen's sheet. He's never really got to use it, so Goldbrand might. Goldbrand may not have it prepared, but Goldbrand can cast it.
Z does not.
Oh well, let me check Goldbrand. Don't think I have it. Nah.
I'll say you can say that you have it in place of another spell. I'll need you to put it in chat though, because I think you're gonna have to roll to see if you pass this spell's level.
So it's not detect magic. So it's
Dispel magic.
spell magic. Can I control F this list? Yes, I can. Give me just a second to get back to it. There's a third level spell. There you go.
It is third level. Interesting. Fantastic. Goldbrain comes up and places his palm on the lock, and you see little dots pop up on the back of his hand, constellations that they seem to be shifting around in a circular formation, almost like a safe being safe combination being put in. And in just a moment, you hear a as the door slides gently open. Within this chamber is only one thing. A bright blue glowing orb that sits about 10 feet off of the ground.
Oh god.
Anyone who wants to can make a history check, history or arcana check, to see if they can identify what this is.
Likes the big one. The big one with the funny words. He's my friend now. Watching him like dispel this lock, it's very much impressive
You're-
what's happening here.
You're bonding. While y'all are rolling, this room is gorgeous. A domed ceiling is made up of overlapping shells of thin black metal with growing shards of crystals set into star-shaped sockets. The crystals represent stars of the night sky. Goldbrand, you would recognize that this is a very accurate planetarium almost.
Almost like an orrery.
Indeed. Oh, thank you. Yes, I was trying to think of the word. You also see lavish murals of a cloud giant city made up of dozens of joined cloud castles, as if there were 30 of the structure that you're on all placed together. Anyone else want to roll a history or arcana check? Barb did not quite pass it.
Z will try to roll an arcana check.
Yeah, I won't be much better.
22. That's very good. Z would know. Oh yeah. I've read a little bit about this. This is the navigation orb. This is how they steer this thing.
Oh,
I don't know how it
Drive
works
it into the
exactly.
ground.
That's
That might not be the
terrifying,
best
actually.
idea. I guess we could try to break it and then just jump off. Collect the nice
With-
stone laters.
Exactly.
With
I'm
his,
really good at
um,
like pilfering through
Yeah,
wreckage.
we'll take what we need from the rubble.
Jesus, kill
have to
everything and
We
everyone
have
inside.
to try to free the dragons before we leave.
Oh, but we remember this room. Then I got you. I'll mark it.
We're
with
coming
the
back.
Ye old mental map.
I will say that Z will know with that score that you can't break it per se. It's a magical item. You can try to make it. Oh, and actually, Barb, make a stealth check.
Oh.
You get to add +10. Goldbrain, you as well, because you guys were trying to open this around the Aarakocra. 25. That's good.
Working on it.
As long as you get a
Hey, my
5,
big man,
Goldbrain,
you
we're
gotta
good.
impress me with
5
your
heard.
sneaky-
No!
Oh.
I shouldn't have
I
said
lost
it.
my respect just as he got it.
No, yeah.
As you click open, the Aarakocra turn to you. I will say that y'all have, since you guys managed to get here without being spotted, everyone throw your tokens in this general vicinity between the two towers. Oh, that's not my clicker. That's my clicker. Somewhere in this area between the top door and the bottom tower. And we're going to say that these two Aarakocra closest to you have spotted you. And you gather that they can raise an alarm when they get to go. We're going to do... I need 6 of these, don't I?
I need someone to place mine.
I got you, Brent. As soon as I can resize. See here. Joey, do you have to resize Z?
I think I have to resize, yeah.
Collie, these are bottle caps. You don't want them.
Yet your fucking dad does, because your dad's a fucking psychopath. Talking to Collie, not to you, Devin.
Oh, there I am.
Big pussy.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to figure out where. I don't know.
Oh!
Where Davos put himself. Someone put Nella wafers here.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative, see if you guys can stop these things before they raise the alarm on you.
I'm gonna have to teach the big one how to be a little bit sneakier, man.
You right. You right. He had to make a fucking 5. He had a 75% chance of success and the motherfucker missed it. Goldberg, what's your initiative?
23. God, again.
Give me a second.
Ten
We'll
for-
scream. Goldbrum was 4 again. How fitting. Bergen was 13. Pandora was 23.
Yup.
Z was 7.
Ark?
14.
That. Yeah,
Fantastic.
we'll do 14.
Y'all rolled fairly well. Let's see if y'all beat them out. Okay, Pandora. You see that these two have spotted you. You know that they are going to be causing a ruckus relatively soon. What do you do?
Shoot the motherfucker. They're not very sturdy. So, I mean... Oh, hold on. I've got...
A luck?
Yeah, because we rested,
Yeah.
so hold on, let me, trying to click things, hold on.
No, you're good.
I'm navigating and my computer hates me. Oh, Firefox not responding. Back to ye old phone, maybe. Nope, there it goes. Heard me threaten it.
Don't make me get the task manager on you. No,
Alright.
behave! Please, no!
Uh,
Oh, a 13?
I don't
Oh,
know.
a 13 just hits. A 13
Oh, okay.
just hits.
I was like trying to
and
wait,
the-
like using one more luck point, and I'm like, dang it, I'm gonna hit this motherfucker.
You do execute it rather swiftly. Again, gone in a puff of snow. There is one more that is going, sees the poof of snow, turns, and would it raise the alarm first? I
Is
think
it
so. It's
moving? Is it? No, it's not close enough to us. Is it?
not yet. It's gonna screech, drawing the attention of the other 4 on the roof. So now all of them are aware of your presence. And then it's gonna go for probably a stab against Z, since it's closest. That is a clear miss. As we go to Ark, You watch as these 5 birdie boys, get ready to take flight. What do you do, my dude?
Which supposedly they don't like fire, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
See.
I would also say by now that they are not resilient anyway. You don't feel you could do the fire damage if you wanted to take one out that was further away, but since your breath weapon's only a 1-a-day thing, I figure I'd give you a fair warning.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that just yet. See here, so I'm gonna move right in front of Z. Go ahead and hit this bad boy.
Pop him. Make your first swing.
Woo!
Excellent. Roll damage. You might knock it out with the 1. Ooh, close, but no cigar. Roll your second hit. Okay. I won't even say you have to roll damage because you only have to do 2. So you eliminate that one. You still have your bonus action. What would you like to do with it?
You could.
Wait, what? Nothing. Alright. Ooh, actually, I could. Which one is closest to me?
It's sort of a tie. Actually, the lower one is going to be the closest. I thought that you were about middle, but you are a little close to the bottom.
I do, yeah. Alright, with my newly attuned 20 feet, I'm gonna do this
I
thing.
was just going to check that out.
Right? So blast of dark energy up to 30 feet. Am I close enough?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'd say you still have a little bit of movement left. If you move down another 10 feet, you should be able to pop him.
Oh, awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and do that then.
Pop, pop. Roll the hit with the beat stick.
What?
Excellent. Oh. This should be a different item, but we'll keep the attack roll. This gets to do 2d8 plus 4, I think?
Yeah, plus 4 for my proficiency.
Excellent, yeah. 13, excellent. Decimate it. Blast it right off the fucking banister. Bergen, with his shooting mace. Oh, he also needs to be pulled down. Sees the birds are getting attentive. He also knows, being as wise as he is, that there are a few that are very far away. If that helps him prioritize anything.
10? I don't feel like he wouldn't go too far away. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It puts this one at about 40. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Don't like this. Wasn't prepared. He doesn't have a whole lot of just blast it spells.
He's got shooty mace up to 30 feet. He's got his...
Doesn't he have to heal to do shoot? I guess he can just use it as an action.
If he has to heal to use as a bonus action, but he can do a normal action with it.
He'll take one more step, 5, 10, 2 more steps forward, 20 feet, and shooting mace.
Roll the hit. They'll might get by without any of them raising the alarm.
We can only hope. Oh.
Oh yeah, the holy man.
Fantastic. That's another fucking crit. Fuck me.
Dude,
Look at all that green.
You're right though. Hang on.
So pretty.
What is that? That's 21, 26 damage. You know what? For the shits and giggles of flavor, Bergen, still on his griffin, swoops up here, blast off a shooting mace. A particularly large bolt blasts through one of the Aarakocra and through the other one. His blast traveling even further than it should have. I'll say for a crit, it gets double distance and clears both of those out. There is one Aarakocra remaining. A, B, C, D. So F is dead as we go to Davos. Y'all are gonna get a clean sweep with this. Beautiful.
I swear, if you make me miss on my guiding bolt from that shit. Alright, here we go.
Do it. 4th level. No.
Mother F. 7.
What?
Or 13 total.
13,
Me.
I think, meets. You are good. Yeah, roll damage.
Just don't roll like shit.
Or else.
13.
13.
That's all you needed. You're good. You guys very quickly dispatch these Aarakocra before they raise the alarm. Thankfully, you feel like there's nothing else that seems to be up here, so you feel like you're safe for the time being. You have the courtyard to yourselves. You see the navigation orb. You see the stairway down into the castle and the door to the tower to the south. What do you do?
I feel like the towers could be hers. We know the giants. That is a wizard. He floats around in the towers. I wonder if she is in the towers. But I guess the other Uthgard said that she's with the dragons.
You want me to sneak into that tower then?
Is that or go down deeper into the castle? Which I'm.
Well, we
I
might as
will
well-
say that you can tell the dragon is below, because it is still screaming every few minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah, maybe we should go. Maybe we should go and look for the conches, if that is her towers, and then go from there.
It might be in the tower, yeah.
All fair points.
I mean, we have further to go down than we do to check out the tower. It couldn't hurt.
Go stick your head in there with +10, I guess. No one
If my computer would stop being an asshole.
Unlikely.
No,
Given
I
its
mean,
track
Yeah,
record.
no, it's an old ass laptop.
yeah, my
You,
mouse.
this
Stop
door is
working.
not locked. I'm not gonna make you roll a stealth check because there's nobody in this particular space. You open the door, and are met with dozens of unusual masks all over the place. In fact, I think that Zephyros even told you that one of Countess Sansuri's titles was the Lady of Masks. You see dozens of them, each one a different expression, and each one very unique, no two even close to alike. So different, in fact, that you would gather that they were probably made by different artisans, each one a unique gift to the Countess. This room forms the bottom floor of her tower. There is a staircase that leads further up. And all of these masks are beautiful, huge, several feet tall, and you would imagine
can't just
probably
walk
pretty
in.
heavy, but also probably worth a pretty penny.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine.
Oh, hey, actually, Joey. So,
Yoey?
you gave me that feat ability thing, right?
The
Right?
adjust density?
Yeah, like I can
Yes.
make these not so fucking heavy, right?
You can do one at a time to make them not heavy, and I think it's only for a certain amount of time.
Thanks.
I will say you try to pick one up. I swore this had a fucking weight on it, and I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing the gold value. I'd say they're between 30 and 50 pounds. Not impossible to carry, but
They're pretty big.
fairly heavy, and too large to fit in your bag of holding. They're about 3 feet across and 4 or 5 feet tall.
Even
Which
if I
gives you a good.
focused on the one, I guess it can't even just hang out in the bag.
You could probably carry one on your back if you were to choose to. Each of you could probably carry one. But
It's not feasible with everything we still got to do.
yeah, with in combat that would be a hindrance for sure.
Oh,
I use it as a shield in combat.
I was gonna say Goldbram was gonna strap one to his back if Pandora did.
I mean, you
I'm not
you still
gonna
could
be
choose
the
to.
only one that does my mask,
If
so.
you, I would say, for the weight they are, Ark and Goldbrain could probably do so uninhibited. Anyone else might have a little bit of trouble with it, but you two, I think, could each take one and be fine.
So I
I'm
can
And not have
take
to
down the big boy
disadvantage or
and
anything.
Tell him I got some heavy cargo in here.
Yeah,
I'm about
buck
it.
as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck,
No,
boys.
Before we takes these, hope you understands that after taking these, if we find her or gets caught, it is kill hers and everything's hers. Just to
Fair.
make sure you're cool with that.
Oh, I'm down for
Not
killing.
doing that already.
Oh, here I go killing again.
Says the,
Basically.
go.
says the three that have never met the Giants. Goldbrand starts
I will
strapping
say,
on.
Ark, you actually grab the one that is in the bottom center of the image that has stark white hair, razor-sharp teeth, red eyes, and appears to be an expression of absolute fury. It almost, in some ways, kind of resembles the Oni that you guys helped take down. Devin, you grab one that is a little more unusual. The face seems almost feline, with odd spikes and horns coming from it. You wouldn't know what this is, so never mind. But you each have 2 masks. Devin, if you'll put down 2 giant masks in the bag of holding for me, just for inventory purposes. Excellent. They are also worth 250 gold pieces, if you will note that.
Oh, hell yeah.
You said call him Giant Mask?
Yes.
Is there
Since-
anything else noticeable on this floor? Anything before I move up?
Not that you can see. This seems to be a display hall particularly for these masks, and there's probably 50 of them altogether. There's a ton.
So is that what goes all the way up the stairs?
There seems to be another room up top.
Okay, that's where I want to go. I want to go see what's in there.
Okay. This room is...
I'm just like little kitty zoomies up the stairs. Like I got
Basically.
put on all fours and zoom up the stairs.
Excellent. So you go up to the top. I need you to... The door is locked. Try to roll to pick it again with a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
What'd you get there?
20.
20. Fantastic. This one is a non-magical lock.
Good.
Surprisingly enough. Yeah, indeed. So you do click it open. Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Boo, 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 boo. Fantastic. Excellent. This appears to be a study. You see tomes with golden writing on the side. You see several potions that are enormous. Literally, the bottles are over a foot tall and would hold well over a gallon, but each seems to be a different type of potion, and they're all labeled. Clairvoyance, Diminution, Fire Resistance, Lightning Resistance, Storm Giant Strength, and Supreme Healing. They are, you would gather, kind of heavy, not impossible to carry, and not so big that they couldn't fit in the bag, but huge. And you're not sure if this giant potion, like, if you were to take a sip of it, or like drink a portion of it, if it would work, or if you have to drink the whole thing. You can also make a perception check if you want to check for other fun stuff.
Yeah, since that's not usually my cup of loot.
26. You also notice several spell scrolls. You would have to take some time to identify them to figure out, or not cast identify, but to look at them and figure out what they are.
Friends like to come up and help me identify those things.
If anyone wants to make an Arcana check, they might be able to just determine what a number of these are.
So we can follow her? We have been following her?
Yes. There's, the scrolls are huge. They're 12 foot long, 5 foot wide. These I don't think would fit in your bag of holding. You would have to carry this likewise on your person.
I'm gonna make a paraglider with them.
But we can't put
Basically.
the potions in the bag of holding?
You can put the potions in.
I say
Which
we
is
grab...
good. I mean, we should
most of
obviously
those.
just scoop all of them.
Maybe not.
Put the arm across the desk and just kind of swipe it into the bag.
Okay.
As you go to lay your hand on the first potion, Pandora, you feel a burst of wind as something slams into you twice.
Ooh,
Does a 26 and an 18 hit you?
Jesus
I think they
Christ.
both do. Do both of those hit you?
Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay, you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage
Jeez.
as a mysterious whirlwind? You don't see anything, but you hear the rushing of air, the rushing of wind, and there's something in this space. If you guys will move to the top of this floor here and roll for initiative for me.
Jesus
Whoops.
Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, and I did have tokens for them. I fucking thought I did. Son of a bitch. Excellent.
A 7 initiative is not excellent.
It is not. You are right.
25's pretty solid though.
14's not terrible.
25 is pretty solid.
Dex bills.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Call out some initiatives for me. I heard 7 for Davos.
Goldbrand was 16. Pandora was 25. Ark was 17. Sorry, I kind of went in the wrong order.
You're good.
Bergen was 10. Oh, I'm sorry. Ark
And-
was 14. I misread. Z was
Yeah,
4.
that was an optional perception check I did, yeah.
And then Z. Or did you roll for him? I'll roll for him real quick.
Was 4.
4. Thank you. Fantastic. Pandora, something has just laid into you. You do not know, you do not see anything. Oh, and everybody put your tokens up on where it says level 5 over here. Bloop.
Bloop.
Someone will move Brandone's as well. Why can I not? Oh, I see. Bloop. I'm missing one person. Bergine! Where's my Bergie boy?
Oh, he's up here. He was on the Griffin.
That's right. Come on down. Bloop. All right. You know there's something in your rough vicinity, and because it hit you, you know the rough directions it's in. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot and hide because that's what it's doing. So let's go.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage because you do not see it.
Okay, let's see. How do I roll disadvantage?
Just roll.
Just roll twice, and you'll take the lower number.
Oh, okay, okay.
Ooh,
Nine.
unfortunately, you do not make purchase. You watch as your arrow flies by, shooting broad. You do have a bonus action.
Sneaking. I'm gonna
Sneaking.
go back to
There
sneak.
is a table you could try to get behind. I will say you're gonna have to make your stealth at disadvantage too, because you don't know where they are to hide from per se.
Okay,
So, 17's still good.
I'll take it.
I'll put that in one of your little bubbly
I'll go back
bubs.
into kitty space.
And because she moved, Bergen is gonna get 2 swings, a 29 and a 27, both of which hit. So, oh wait, they don't get to add that much. I'm sorry. Let me back up 1 second. It's 10 damage plus 6 to hit. So a 25 and a 23, both of which still hit. Bergen takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage as something slams into him. Have him make a strength save for me, Devin.
What was that damage again?
20.
Okay. Strength save. Oh boy. Bergie boy.
Bergen is prone, as he is knocked on his ass as we round to Goldbrand. What you got, Gully boy?
Get him, big one.
What the fucks? I can't see whatever the fucks I'm supposed to get.
Just swing.
You know that there's something near Bergen, but that's the only identifier you sort of have.
I don't know if Goldbrand would know anything to be able to see them or determine them.
You do have something for this, Devin.
Ah! Goldbrand casts Fairy Fire.
There you
I was
go.
about to say, dude, if you don't remember Fairy Fire.
You're right
It's
though.
come in clutch so many times.
Oh, thank you
Drop
guys.
it in chat. What's the radius on it, or is it? It's a radius, yeah.
Actually, if I'm being fair, I don't have it prepared, so I don't know if you want to allow that again or not. But
Yeah, we'll go ahead. Y'all might have a little bit of trouble with these, if not.
Get him, big one.
Big one. Big boy.
two
Big boy.
seconds. Oh no. You know, you're actually all right. You said that, and I was like, "How did I fucking forget?" We once killed a dragon with this, y'all.
You're right. You gonna drop it in chat? What's the
Did I
area of
get it?
effect?
Oh, I'm sorry.
20-foot cube. Where are you choosing to center it on?
Oh,
Because it can only do about half the room.
somewhere around Bergen. On Bergen? I know that Pandora and Bergen have been hit, so maybe either right here or right here?
It has to roll a 12 or less. Or excuse me, a 12 or... Yeah, 12 or more to pass this. I'll roll it in chat so you guys can see. A 2. Excellent. As Goldbrand sends off a blast of this, what color do you want this to be? Same as Starlight, like your normal magic?
Yeah, I almost imagine this. Well, I guess Fairfire coats them. So, yeah, I almost imagine like he scatters stardust almost, and it like clings to them and like outlines
Indeed.
their shape.
You watch as
Maybe with like black in
as
it.
Goldbrand pulls out pocket sand and it drifts around, you watch as some of it swirls about a figure that begins to take shape with this sort of glittering dust in it. And it seems almost, many of you have seen elementals before, and it seems almost something of that nature, but very sinister and dark in its appearance. And it looks at, once it's revealed, it looks to Goldbrand with absolute fury. That was your action, or is that a bonus action?
It's my action.
You have your bonus action.
I've already raged once today, so no thanks.
Javelin? You could choose to, I should say. You don't.
I can't bonus
Oh,
attack. Well. Guess
I thought your
anybody-
bonus.
Oh, like light up? I don't think I'm gonna do it for this.
Okay, that's cool. As we round to the other one, Davos gets advantage on these because you don't see it. Oh, okay, a 24, and that one misses. Take 10 points of damage for me. As something from behind you on the stairs gives you a solid shove. And what were you saying?
You said 10 damage?
Yes, sir.
And then can I reaction melee?
You can, but make it at disadvantage.
Okay. 1, 2. Those both rolled a 19.
19 hits. And let me just check one thing.
That's gonna be
It's a magical
for
weapon, so you're good there. Okay.
15,
Damage?
15, 1-5.
1-5. Thank you, sir. All right, as we go to Arc, you see you see this one wind demon thing, and see that there appears to be more than one in the space. One of which seems to be right in front of you. What do you do?
Well, obviously, I'm gonna swing at the one right in front of me.
Okay. For each of your attacks, roll twice, and you have to take the lower number. So roll 2 for your first swing. Oh, a 12 does not hit. Roll 2 more for your second swing. $18 does hit. So roll damage for that one.
This is a multi-step process.
Yeah. 8, excellent. And you can choose to roll with your third attack, if you would like to do that with your bonus action.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, roll 2 more times. And this, I think, the way that multi-attack works, you have a main hand weapon and an offhand weapon. If you're using the Oni's beat stick, you need to make either your main attacks or your bonus action attack with that. It should be the same. It might be a little better. Than the I don't know if it's the I don't know if it's a +9 or what on that.
On which one?
On the Oni's beat stick.
Oh, it's a plus.
One more time.
It's +8.
Okay, same thing. All right. Roll one more. Oh, I see that one. That one does not hit. In fact, we're gonna roll a d20, and if you roll odd, you hit Davos. If you roll even, you're in the clear. And a 3. Pop damage on that. Davos, take an extra 6 damage as Arc swinging tries to find the thing that's clobbering you and accidentally clips you with the beat stick.
Not
We
here.
round. Yeah. You can move if you would like to, Ark. And Bergen, your move. Devon.
Bergen, how does everybody look?
Anyone feeling fucked?
I'm just down 20 right now.
What is Ark at?
See here. 76.
Z is at 50.
C is at 50. Goldbrand is at
No one's
not bad.
fucked up.
Since he can see this one, he's just gonna smack it.
Go ahead. And in fact, Ark, because you moved out of its range, it's going to try to make attack on you.
Ooh.
It rolled pretty poorly. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Fantastic. Roll. Oh, no, he can see this one. Okay, so 15 points of damage. Fantastic. Bonus action.
I don't think so. He might go ahead and whip out the spiritual weapon. How long does it last?
A minute, I think.
Oh yeah, so it doesn't last after the fight. Healing word, because I think it's a pretty decent use for his subclass on
I think
Ark or Z. Yeah,
I think Z is the lowest.
I know Ark said he had somewhere around 70. Was that right?
76,
I'm
I think,
at
yeah.
53.
Well, I've only taken 18.
3. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit Z. Healing word.
I'm at 49 out of 76.
Ooh, what got you?
In that case, he is the lowest.
Yeah.
I think the wind elemental and maybe some of the griffins got him too.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this to roll. Here you go, Devos. From
Take
our boy.
11. You feel the, and that's not a touch spell, so he doesn't have to move. You feel the word of your bro lifting you up as it goes to your turn. There's something that's smacking you and you can't see it. What do you do?
You said there was 11 on the heel?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right in front of me, something just smacked me?
It feels like it. It's somewhere on the stairs. You gather it's somewhere in this vicinity, but you still have disadvantage to try to hit it. Unless you can
Alright.
think of something that you want to try to do to alter that.
You said it's towards the stairs?
Yes, sir.
I don't think I can. I can only help myself. I can't reveal it.
And, well,
Alright.
Yeah. There-
was
I would
thinking
say
the, White Elephant
Davos is probably, seeing that the other one seems to be this type of tempestuous force, you don't necessarily have to use magic to locate it. If you can find something else that might reveal its location.
Like,
I'll leave it at that.
toss a can of paint on it.
Well, and it doesn't seem to, the one that you see doesn't seem to have like a physical form so much. It's literally just swirling wind.
Throw something in it.
No, I'm gonna just try to swing with my green blade.
Okay. Swing with disadvantage.
Right. First hit would be a 24.
Second hit.
Would be a 23. So I get it with 2 hits.
Fantastic. Roll damage for both.
That's going to be 10 damage for the first, 10 damage for the second, but I was doing green flame, which
Oh,
add
you
an
roll-
extra.
you have, so those two rolls were just for your first swing because you have disadvantage. Or did you roll twice and just tell me the lowest?
I did roll twice and tell you the lowest.
I got you. Okay. Okay, so 10 for the first. What was the second?
10,
Another 10? Okay.
and then I was doing the green flame blade. The first roll was a D8. Second roll is also an 8 on the damage. So 2 8s.
I'm
and
gonna check. I think you only get to add that green flame blade damage to 1.
It says
Because it's part of, you make an attack as part of the spell.
Right. So could I multi-attack with that? Or just one? It says, I'm sorry, casting time is one action, so yeah, maybe that is just
Yeah,
one.
so
Yeah,
the
so you get
semantic
the
difference there is that you cast a spell, which as part of the spell you make an attack action instead of using.
So you don't get your
action.
2 swings.
Yeah.
Oh,
instead
okay, well
of-
then I'll just do the 2 regular then, sorry.
Okay. You do manage to cleave a good bit into it. As we go to Z. Z, seeing some fuckery, he is going to cast... I think we're going to go with this one, but let me look just to see there's nothing else that he wants to do.
Could
was gonna
I,
have it
as a
minus-
bonus action, what is it, not disengage, sorry, dodge? Not dodge, yeah, dodge.
That's
Oh,
normally a
that is
rogue
my-
thing to do that as a bonus action. Normally it's an action to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're cool. I think that he is going to try to do he's going to move up toward you, because he knows that there's one that you can't see. Devin, if you'll move him beside Davos, he's going to cast a Burning Hands. They have to make a dex save. They rolled a 7. They do not get to add enough to beat a 15, so that is good. It takes 12 points of damage, and as the fire sort of meets it, it sort of it catches itself up in the flames. I'm gonna say for the next turn, you see this thing. Boop, as it takes 12 points of damage. Pandora, what you got, girl?
Great. So let's see. Technically, we can see both of them, right?
Right now,
Correct.
yes.
And this one we can only see for the next turn.
Correct.
Okay. Do we know how long the other one will be seen, or is it just the sand? The stardust is kind of like swirling in it, so it's kind of indefinite.
You gather that the stardust effect will last longer.
Okay.
You may not know exactly how long, but you gather that the flames like already are starting to flicker out a bit in the strong wind, but for the moment you see its form.
All right, that's the one I'm gonna try and shoot, because while I can see it.
17 hits, 26 damage, excellent. And you pop back into hiding, mark yourself with a 17 as we go to this motherfucker. I'm gonna say as a bonus action, it's gonna try to find you, Barb, because it just saw you pop out and disappear. It rolled pitifully, so it's not gonna do that. It will try to swing twice on, I think, Arc. So that's a 19 and a 24. I think both of those hit, yeah?
Yeah, 19's my armor fit. Yeah.
Okay.
They both.
So take 20 points of damage and make a strength save for me.
Oh my boy.
Yeah, these things hit pretty hard.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
the advantage they get certainly doesn't fucking hurt.
Gonna need to
How
drink
much
every
damage did
single
you
one.
say,
of
20?
those.
Yeah, take 20 and then do a strength save. Excellent. Excellent. With with that, get 10 hit points back. We're gonna say you were a nat 20 on that. You resist the second blow.
Cool.
As we go to Goldbrand. What you got, dog?
Gorman sees that nat 20 on that strength save and goes, Uthgarth, witness him! And then he will stroll forward. We can still see this one, right? 5, 10,
Correct.
15. He's going to take his first swing on that one.
Get him.
I guess he's going to use the scythe. I don't see why not. Also, a note, just so I hear it in the recording, is that I can't edit the charges on this, or I don't understand how. So you may have to edit that.
You might have to reattune to it.
Got you. 15 slashing damage because I'm not raging.
Fantastic. Do you choose to add anything onto that?
No.
Okay.
I will use the second attack on it though if that doesn't kill it.
It does not. Go ahead.
Mm.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. You don't have to make disadvantage. That's right. Roll damage. You'll probably get it with this one.
I would like to use my thing this time.
You do not need to if that...
It doesn't. It's more for the health.
I'll allow it, yeah. Is the 7 the 3d6? That's low. Okay, you get the 7 hit points back.
It's good enough.
And eliminate it. You cleave through and you cut through the flames that Zarok has just doused it in, and it just disperses, and you hear this sort of wailing scream as it goes. It was going to be its turn, which brings us to Ark.
All right. All right. Since we can still see this bad boy, move up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him. Go ahead and swing.
Swing, swing.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bow, 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 bow.
18.
That hits. Roll damage and roll your next hit. Excellent.
Second
That
hit.
also hits. Roll next damage.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn.
Well,
Fantastic. And you get one more swing if you choose to use your bonus action for that.
I actually will. Just swing with my longsword.
Do it.
19.
Oh, so you named the Oni's stick the Red Death's Rage. I got you now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. I was confused earlier, but now I got you. Okay, yeah, that third one hits as well. Roll damage.
Yeah.
6 damage. Excellent. As you hack and slash into this spectery boy. That brings us to Bergine. What's he do?
Bergine will go ahead and smack this guy again. I don't see why not. I guess he can't really tell how he's looking, but he sees that Goldbrand started to do his thing, and everybody's just wailing on shit. So that's what he's gonna do.
Follow suit.
Aw.
What's the club?
That does not hit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bonus action?
I don't think so. He doesn't have an attack or anything. I'm not gonna waste the spiritual weapon yet. So no.
Yeah. That brings us to Davos. What you got, dog?
We just got the one that we can see.
Correct.
You got the one that was bathed in fire. The only one left is the one that you can see from the fairy
Right.
fire. Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna charge through my compatriots and swing twice.
Get it.
Can't get showed up by Goldbrand. Ain't gonna allow it.
I'm gonna miss with the first with a 12. And
It does miss,
gonna
unfortunately.
hit the second with a 22.
Yeah, roll damage.
Ooh.
Oh, you motherfucker. 8. Roll
Eight,
the 1
ooh.
on the dice.
That's always unfortunate. Would you like to tack anything on that or do anything with your bonus action?
Hells yeah. I'm gonna divine smite his ass.
I was gonna say smite it.
Do it.
Alright, I'm gonna do first
Oh.
level.
These. Let me look at this. No, it is still an elemental. Okay. Sorry,
I'm gonna
continue.
use my inspiring smite as well. So divine smite 2d6. That's gonna be an extra 6 damage.
Excellent.
And then the inspiring smite 30 feet of me, total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus 3. Here's the 2d8. Motherfucker.
And are these for you or are these for somebody else?
It's gonna be for me 7
Okay.
temporary hit points.
Okay, better than nothing. And those don't expire, so you'll have those even if you don't use them in this fight. Zarok, Dwayne Zarok Johnson, he's got to come up. He is he doesn't want to cast any of his bigger spells. I think he's gonna go with a Mind Sliver at it and try to or actually his Ray of Frost does a little more damage-wise. He'll try that instead.
Old reliable Ray of Frost here.
Oh, reliable indeed. 17 hits for 7 cold damage. Likewise, the snow and ice and sleet that shoots out of G's hand, having gone from Burning Hands to Ray of Frost back to back, displaying his duality of the elements. The snow is likewise catching in the form of this. Pandora, what you got, girl?
We gonna pop.
Do it.
Get him!
Do it.
Let's see.
That hits, and you are still hidden, so that full 27 goes through.
Yep.
Wait, 27. Fuck, how to math? Okay, there we go. Sorry.
I feel you.
All right, it is its turn. It sees that it's in a tough fucking spot. It has a thing, but I don't think it's gonna help it that much. Yeah, that will not help it. Fuck. It's gonna try to go for 2 swings on Bergen.
Rude.
Does not have advantage. Does not hit. And it's gonna try 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh god. Ark, Bergen, and Z all get opportunity attacks.
Is
I'll
Goldbrand
roll
within
for
10
Z.
feet of it?
Oh, 10 feet? Yes, you are. That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you.
The scythe? Yes, good.
Oh.
So, Bergen's.
Aren't I
Yeah.
in front of it too?
Oh, yeah, I guess it does also leave your range. And Barb, all of you get a fucking opportunity. We're not even gonna roll these. You guys fucking.
No,
This thing
let's
tries to
roll.
run, and y'all just fucking tear it to shreds. You watch as the stardust like crumbles to the ground as this wind elemental, whatever it was, dissolves into nothingness. Pandora, you shoot Ark by accident in the process. We're not gonna make you take any damage, but
I was gonna
for
say he's
shits and
not
gigs.
thick enough scales. It's not the first time his captain shot him.
Yeah.
That's for
Fair enough.
punching me a while back.
Yeah.
All right.
It's okay.
With that, you guys are out of combat. There is some booty here. In addition to finding the scrolls and the potions, you find 3 things. Barbara, let's say Barbara, Davos, and Devin each roll a D100 for me.
Oh. Let's see if I can pull this up.
6.
2 on F and G for the 3rd.
12. Wow, a multiple of 6.
Devin, you find a +1 weapon. I'll even let you choose what it is. Or we can just say a +1 weapon and you can choose to make it whatever you want. Like, if anyone needs a +1 weapon.
Oh, I was gonna say a glaive, but I may pick something else.
We'll put a +1 weapon in inventory. Barbara, you got a 12. These are not for, by the way, I'm having these 3 people roll. This does not mean they get it. I'm just having them roll to speed up the table process.
Pandora, hold on to the item tightly, though.
Roll a D8 again, Barbara.
A D8.
A D8, indeed.
Alright, let's move this up.
And Davos, did you roll that as well?
What about these, like,
73.
6?
You rolled a 3?
73.
73, okay. You find a circlet of blasting, which gives you a scorching ray. I'm gonna drop these in the bag of holding chat. Barbara, you find a statue of a small dog, seemingly carved from onyx.
Little doggo.
It is a figurine of wondrous power. It does some cool shit, aka Valkyrie necklace accurate. You find I would say between the Z has an interest in magical trinkets. I would say he would know that it's something you can shatter to use, and it creates a creature of that type that does some fun shit. But I will drop the link for that in chat, and y'all can look at that later, because I don't think we're going to get to where you actually need it today. And then let me do the circlet
Well,
of blasting as
Z's
well.
Z's shadow dog or whatever is gonna have himself a little doggy friend.
Little buddy old pal.
We're just gonna have a little pack.
Dog
right there.
grenade.
Dog grenade. Oh, basically, yeah, actually. All right. Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to take the potions with you?
At this point, I
Yeah.
mean, we've earned it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now these are giant-sized potions. They take a minute to drink. You have to drink the entire thing to get its effect.
So,
So
drink
this
it
is not
before
something
we,
you
like,
can-
Leroy Jenkins into
okay.
the rest of the castle.
Exactly, yeah. You
Yeah.
can't use it in a fight. Well, you can, but it would take 10 rounds. So, something you want to use in preparation. Now, there are 5 spell scrolls, but these will not fit in your bag. You can choose to put down one of the masks if one of you two want to carry them. You can choose to try to move them. I will say, Bergen will say, if we could get them outside, like, maybe we can get them on our mounts?
Yeah, tie them on.
I have no interest in giants' magics, but I will help if he wants to attempts to extract them.
Did we do an Arcana check earlier to see if y'all could identify these?
I don't think we did. I don't think anybody did.
I will say 2 people can roll it.
I rolled an 11 when I
Wow.
did
An
it earlier.
11. You'll recognize one as a legend lore, which you know is a type of divination magic that lets you learn about an object or a location. Basically like a impromptu history lesson. Z, I will roll a couple of. Oh, you already got him. 16. We'll say he identifies a couple more. And he seems very interested in keeping them. He's like, even if we don't want them ourselves, we can sell these. I mean, we can. A skilled wizard can learn these spells. I don't know if y'all know anybody like that, but
I mean, I like
this
selling shit.
this one is chain lightning, and this one is a dominate monster. I can't read the other two, but might be worth it.
That might be worth something to the blue ones.
Indeed. Yeah, she just handed y'all 5,000 gold, so you know. You're probably like, yeah, we can take this to that bitch. If nothing else, hook us up.
The Griffin.
I'm gonna, while y'all don't know all 5, I'm gonna put them in here, just so we don't lose them later. 5 giant spell scrolls.
Right.
Excellent. That seems to be all that is in this area. There are stairs that go further up, or the stairs that go back down. Where do y'all head?
I mean, I'm already halfway through this tower. I'm willing to go check another floor at this
Yeah,
point.
like she's put something in
Get
this room to guard something, I believe. Let's go
Oh, yeah.
check it. Yeah.
All right, is the next door locked?
It is. Roll one more sleight of hand check.
All right.
You have to roll pretty decent on this one.
Well, you know,
Knowing you probably will, but
if not, I've got some luck.
18. Excellent. No, you just barely meet it. It was a 17 DC.
Hell yeah.
So excellent. So you open up this space. Let me reveal it on the map for you so y'all can get a visual. And I kind of hate it because it looks very plain, but this is Sansuri's room. This is the Countess's chambers. No, I said fucking reveal, you piece of shit.
It's awful about that, isn't it?
You want some buck? There we go.
Stop.
I can't. Excellent. You see a mattress filled with the softest down, a wooden bed frame that is inlaid with gold traces and gemstones.
Ooh, I want to pick out the gemstone.
Shh, I knew you would fucking do that shit. Hanging from the rafters is a bizarre merry-go-round, almost like a child's, what do you call it? The things that spin around. Like you put it over the kid's crib, and it like
Mobiles.
Mobile.
Mobile.
Yeah, mobile. Mobile. Wow, 3 Southern people gave me 3 very different answers to that.
Damn.
You see a bizarre mobile, which is made of 7 stuffed Pegasuses. Full-size Pegasus. Davos, I would say for you in particular, it's very unsettling. These are celestial creatures that you feel are very disrespected in this type of
Real.
taxidermy, for lack of a better word. The horses are spinning by some magic means, seeming to glide overhead continuously in a counterclockwise motion. Anyone who wants to can make a perception check for me.
Ooh, I'm pretty perceptive.
Same.
Ooh,
I say
12's
that.
not great. 16
I
is
got a
better.
24. 24.
24, that's what we needed. All right. All right, so hidden in the bed's headboard is a secret compartment. It contains a small bejeweled chest made of gold with platinum filigree.
Ooh.
It doesn't seem magical in of itself. Davos and Z can make a history or an arcana check. But both of you can make either check, I mean.
Arcana is a 19.
19, excellent. And a 22 with Z. Between the two of you, you know that there is a type of magic that conjures a secret chest, something that is hidden, something that is unable to be summoned by anybody but the person who cast it originally. You gather this to be the conduit for that. So you know that with this,
Or like
Sansuri...
conduit.
What?
Nothing.
Saying fucking cheesy goddamn bard shit.
It was awful.
A conduit.
Fantastic. I'm glad okay. You're grounded.
It was in the headboard too. No wonder I found it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I like to think you just like jump onto the bed like to see how soft it is, and that's how you find it. You also, so you know that with this, she can conjure a chest that likely has something very precious to her in it. There is gemstones within the bed that you guys can try to pry out if you would like.
I'm currently pilfering those.
Okay. It takes you a little while, but you get quite a few.
Kitty soft.
Well, it says 50. Yeah. 50 fucking gemstones worth 100 goddamn gold.
Oh,
each.
Yeah.
So that's 5,000 gold. Now it's an action each. 50 times 6 is 300. It takes you 5 minutes, but your friends probably help you to speed that up, but you pry out every single one. I'm not going to make you make any
Popping them
checks.
out and tossing them into Ark's hands behind me.
Yeah, basically. I imagine you just like pop out kitty claws and you're just like prying them and flicking them as you go.
Yeah.
There's also a very beautiful mirror with an electrum frame, 500 pounds, but likely is worth a good bit. There is also a privacy screen with images of trees with glowing leaves and thinly pressed gold and platinum. Also 500 pounds, but also likely worth a very pretty penny.
Like a screen, like a...
Yeah, kind of like a changing screen.
Okay.
What I'm getting out of this is we're just going to have to kill all of them and comes back and
For the booties.
yeah,
I guess we don't crash it, so we can actually pilfer this stuff.
or pilfer from the wreckage.
Yeah, you can take the gemstones, but everything else in here seems too big to carry through normal means.
Fair.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That's never good.
All right. Fantastic. You guys have cleared this tower. We are getting close to the end of our session, but we'll go ahead and get to the next point to where we know what to expect next week. I imagine you guys return out back to the base of the tower, onto the roof of this structure here, area 29.
Yep.
Do you choose to take the stairs down? Do you choose to take your mounts down to a different level? What do y'all want to do?
I think leaving the mounts up here is wise.
She will come back
Yeah,
there
okay, there's like
eventually,
a-
though.
I get a little.
Well,
Then we have to come
there
all
seems
the
to
way.
be...
Then we have to come all the way back up here to get them in a bind. I think we need to go find the dragon, which we may have to fly around to do. If we can let the dragon go, we can cause a lot of chaos.
Okay, true.
Yes,
You
we
did
can.
not see it from the outside.
Yeah.
You don't know where it
Where
is.
it
You know it's down from where you are, but you're on the top level, so you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Gotta
Maybe
be
we should,
sneaky, sneaky.
maybe we should fly underneath, or maybe even fly till we find the dragon. We may not be able to see it from the outside, but obviously Goldbrand or Devin doesn't know that. But I think if we find it and release it, we have a lot better chance of either A, taking the conch off her corpse, or I don't know what happens with that chest that we just found if she dies. So that's very interesting. I think the dragon's a big A+.
Do we know this dragon?
Make a history check with advantage.
Because I was wondering about scrying. I got a history check, 15 for the first roll, 19 for the second roll.
19. Now, you remember when the Uthgard barbarian that was talking to you, the Griffin tribe leader, had said a bronze dragon. Or excuse me, a brass dragon.
That's what
You've
clicked
met,
it for me.
yeah, you've met a brass
He gave me my
dragon,
dice.
Legolas.
The
Legolas.
little hobbit.
And-
the hobbit.
And more than that, you remember that
Hobbit.
the crew of the West Wind Wyvern has been searching for him. That before they came to rescue you guys at the Eye of the Allfather, they were searching for him because he was missing. And that when you guys did not return from the Feywild immediately, they continued their search. That's why they weren't at the keep. He's missing. There's a brass dragon here. You gather it's likely Felgolas.
You guys think I have 10 minutes? I could try to scribe.
And here's, I think so. Maybe we should possibly take a quick rest.
Yeah.
Short rest?
10 minutes, short rest. I'll try to scry.
Okay. You guys can all take your short rest option. I'll tell you, there's nothing that is patrolling up here besides the Aarakocra that you've already killed. I presume, where are you taking this rest? Let me ask that.
So either in the hall of the faces, or the bedroom.
Giggity. Has that nice comfy mattress. Okay. Just want to make sure you weren't taking it outside, because then there was a chance you were going to be spotted. You guys take your rest. Go ahead and use however many hit die you wish to reload your hit points.
And
And,
what is it called? Song of Rest 1d6.
So everyone roll an additional 1d6 to add to your hit points. For your scry, it has to roll. It gets to choose if it passes or not. It is...
Okay.
It doesn't know who you are. Well, it does know who you are. Okay.
Says
Let me check
wisdom
one thing.
17 plus 5 if you have first-hand knowledge. It says if you have met the target.
You certainly have.
Right. Familiar, as in you know the target well, is a 0 modifier to the 17.
I think because he knows you, because he would know that he is being scried upon, in his situation, even if he doesn't know who is casting the spell, he's going to allow it to pass. So Davos, you stare into your crystal ball, the sunlight from one of the windows, the stained glass shining into it, and once again, it's not the crystal ball itself, but the light within it that seems to give you your vision. You see a damp dungeon, where there is but a single light on the far side of the room, flickering dimly in a breezy castle. The first thing you see is, standing just a few feet from your perspective, is a towering, pale, purple-skinned cloud giant woman with a mantle of misty white hair that hangs about her almost as if a cape. Fine jewelry adorns her arms, exquisitely crafted armor seems both practical and strikingly beautiful, and what little you can make of her face is covered with an iridescent mask, woven of multiple precious metals, and resembling the angry visage of a griffin. Within her grip is a 20-foot mithril spear that shines with an unearthly gleam. Beyond her, you see that chained to the back wall and the floor of this spacious, windowless cell is an enormous brass dragon, covered in both fresh and dried blood. The golden eyes of the brass dragon look on the woman with absolute loathing, and its maw, though muzzled, reveals bared teeth that are gritted with pain. 2 locked manacles bind the dragon's hind legs, preventing him from moving more than a few feet in any direction. He has a locked collar around his neck that is locked onto the muzzle, covering his snout. You recognize this, of course, as Felgolas. I will say you also see... Yeah. You also see 3 cages in this room, each one with a different bizarre creature in it. One appears to be an odd-shaped lion, adorned with a crown. Another looks like maybe a young dragon? It's difficult to make out. And the third seems to be a swirling whirlwind. Not too unlike what you just fought, but imprisoned for some reason. Since the scry lasts 10 minutes, you watch as the giantess takes the massive spear and pries it between the dragon's scales along its joints, causing the creature to roar, the ear-splitting cry that you've heard miles before you even saw the castle. She bears her full weight into the spear and sinks it several inches into the dragon's flesh before twisting it and ripping it from the wound. Bogolis screams in absolute agony, and you see dozens of these wounds, perhaps 50, I mean, just all over. And you hear her talk. Your persistence is impressive, but you cannot hide your secrets forever. If I must tear you limb from limb to pry the Nocturstein's secrets, then so be it. You are but a minor obstacle to the inevitable. Now tell me, who is the dragon that helped create the stone? And she stabs in another time, and Bogolis, his bellows of torment subside into uncharacteristic whimpers. You see various wounds across his body and various states of healing, and you gather that this has been going on for weeks, maybe even months. And he tells her, I've told you countless times, I don't know, and neither will any other dragon you torture. The artifact is more ancient than any of us alive today. And Sensori says, well, that's where you're wrong now, isn't it? We both know that there are those dragons who have lived for millennia in hiding, protecting their precious scales. You will tell me, or you will suffer until you perish. She bears once more her spear into him. In the 10 minutes, there is no confession made, and it does not seem to dull her persistence, and seeming to cause as much pain as physically possible. You come out of your vision, and may relay this to your allies if you so choose.
Yeah, I would tell him everything, and we have to move quickly. And I would ask, I mean, with his screaming, would we be able to have a better idea at least where he's at, other than below us?
Make a perception or an investigation check. I'll let you choose.
Perception is a... Oh, it was almost a 19. A 10 total.
It's difficult to say. It seemed dim, so you don't gather it's somewhere with a lot of windows, but there's not a whole lot of windows built into the fortress. You do see some areas that have access points, whether for the griffins or for the storm giants to fire off attacks. It does not appear to be any of those. With a 10, that's probably the best you would get.
Our best bet may just be to search the main tower, the biggest one. Maybe towards the bottom, but where's that picture? How many towers were there?
2?
They're sort of the central part of the castle. I'm in the wrong chat. They're sort of the central part of the castle, and it has offsets, but they're all one structure. It's not like they're individual towers.
So maybe if we just go down towards the middle, we can branch out and take a look around. Like, I guess, I don't know. Do we feel like those towers in the back would have been big enough to hold him? Like, can we grasp that kind of scale from when we came in?
Knowing how big he is,
Scale.
shut the yeah. Knowing how big he is, and knowing, I would say you would gather he's not in either of those. Those do not seem to be large spaces. Davos would be able to see those and say that that's not enough room for him, the Countess, those 3 creatures in the cages, and everything that he saw. So you gather they're probably not in those 2 little towers. But that does leave just the rest of the keep open.
Yeah, I mean, I think straight down may be the best solution.
Yeah.
And just take a look around from there.
Okay. We're gonna do just another couple of things. Yeah, because there's time. You guys venture down. Down. Oh. Did I go to the wrong one?
Oh, no, did you?
I did, didn't I? How? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Okay.
You did it now.
You're right, though. If you look to your left...
To the left, to the left.
Everything you own in a box to the left. Okay, you guys come down a lovely spiral staircase, a decorative wrought iron staircase. You see colorful rugs that decorate the floor, while the walls are festooned. Festooned, there's the word of the day. Festooned with partitions forming niches that display all of the objets d'art that the Countess has collected over the years. The centerpiece of her collection is a stuffed young silver dragon suspended by chains from the ceiling. An odd collection of art objects, paintings, statues, ceremonial weapons and costumes, human-sized sarcophagi, vases, and other pottery from ancient Astoria, and well-preserved scrolls that do not appear to be magical, with imperial decrees and divine edicts written in the Dwarvish script. You gather this is some type of gallery. You see one door to the far left. Well, my clicker. You see one door to the far left. You see two openings to view the outside, if you so choose.
Hmm.
View the outside.
Yeah, on the southern end of the room, there's two openings. They're not quite arrow slits, but they're sort of designed like that.
Let's see. We think they may overlook. I don't know.
Take a little
You can-
look.
You can, Barbara, you can make a perception and a stealth check for me, please.
Still +2? Or no?
16. Okay, that's not bad. You look out these windows and see a lovely courtyard flanked with hedges, several stones, a large telescope, and what appears to be a chessboard with human-sized suits of armor that are arranged to be the pieces. Each of them has a very distinct helm that shows clearly what type of piece it is, with the queen standing a little taller than the other pieces. With a 16, that's probably all you get there. Yeah.
Not out there.
Yeah, onward, I guess. See whatever's deeper in this.
Yeah, there's nothing easy to steal in here.
Make another perception check.
Another perception.
Someone, anyone else can too, if they would like to. 26, excellent. I mean, you see several things that are worth a good bit of money. You see a statue of a nude giantess. You see the stuffed silver dragon. You see a chair woven of twisted metal and gilded in gold. Oh, I forgot I wrote this. A painting of a handsome young cloud giant, seemingly with wings that appears to be falling falling apart as his form plummets downward. Thicarus is what they named that. You also see a pair of bookends of fine marble, carved to resemble a dragon flying through the tomes. The painting, most of that's pretty big. The bookends you could get, and they would be worth a pretty penny.
Can you steal the painting? The class, like, it's in frame, I assume. But could
Yes,
you
you
cut
would
it
art
up
heist it.
You know how
Could 100% you can.
work.
Yeah,
Alright, so-
you just hold
so
on to the
Devin-
canvas.
Put Thicarus painting in your bag. 750 gold.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
The bookends are likewise 750 gold for the pair. Devin, you also see a harp exquisitely crafted, sized for a human, and it seems to be made for a human and not a giant, but is absolutely beautiful.
Thickaroo.
You
Is it heavy?
also notice, and you notice that one of these items on the wall is a war banner with a rune on it.
Oh.
Um,
We've seen
hangs from
these
a-
things.
you have, and you would gather that it is magical.
Can I roll
you
it up
could
and
choose-
put it in the bag?
You can indeed. It is a banner of the Krieg wound. I'm gonna pop this in chat for you so you have a link to it. Y'all getting all sorts of booty, which is good because y'all didn't get fucking anything in the goddamn Iron Slag.
So I vote that we come back and appropriate this castle.
Yes, the whole castle.
I knew y'all would fucking try that shit.
The whole
Let me
house.
look at one other thing. I want to look at this harp. It says it's a special item, but I don't see a price on it. Oh, it's an instrument of the bards. It's a special type of instrument, I see. The harp could fit in the bag. You would gather it is valuable, so I'm going to assume you guys are going to take it.
Yes.
And Stroth harp. I don't exactly know what that does, but I'm gonna have to look at that later. That might be something, Davos, that you might be interested in.
Oh, it doesn't.
I think that's all you can get from this room. If you pop your head out the main door, you see a small hallway with a door to the south, north, and across the hall to the west.
Oh boy. I said we keep going to the left.
I usually veer left.
Like, just keep going.
It sounded like a dick joke.
Check that. Check deeper in. And if we don't see anything we like, maybe try the other door.
There you
Okay. You go across the hall to the left and realize you picked the wrong fucking space. As there's somebody in this room. Within this fine and tidy bedchamber stands a soft bed, a rug, a bookshelf, and a large compartmentalized chest containing folded clothing and ordinary personal effects. You do, however, see a towering cloud giant wielding a mace, who looks quite surprised as his door opens up. You have not snuck your way in, and as such, he is aware of you. We're going to pick up with that combat at the start of next week. So with that, my dudes, thank y'all very much for a fun time raiding some booty. Y'all got a lot of good shit so far, and there's a lot more in this place. This place has more
have to
fucking
take
loot than
this
it.
motherfucker down and steal his shit.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll wait till next week for it.
I wasn't kidding. We just need to appropriate the whole castle, or at least loot the whole castle.
You can certainly try. My dudes. Yeah, I mean, just a castle. It can't be that hard.
Hey,
You know how to.
we've
You
raided.
know,
I think
Yeah.
the dragon will help us.
you know where the thing to steer it is. So you've got part of the,
This is my new ship.
That's half the battle. That's half the battle, man.
for real though. With that, my dudes, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Do not forget to look over the list of stuff in the Strongholds and Followers chat and tell me what you want to put in the queue. We talked about doing the keep, so I've pretty much assumed that that's going to be one of your slots, but you still have one other slot, so think about what else you guys want to pick, and don't forget to love each other, be good, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Alright, see you next week, guys.
Deuces, y'all.
Love you, bye.
Fuck you. Bye.